Where am I? Huh? What? What? Bam! There I am. And I'm small. There we go. I'm less small. Hey, little snacks. Welcome to my web. I'm Spider Girl Cutie Peppa Pebbles. And today is Homestuck. We're going to be doing some more reading, some more in-depth reading on the Pepperani channel. Well, I'm just going to be reading a bunch and talking about my thoughts and delving further into what Homestuck is really about. Because today we're reading more Homestuck. We're going to see, like, what is this story? Because last stream we went through all of Act 1, and now that we're in Act 2 and the game of Spurb has actually begun within the story, we are going to be getting into some actual in-depth story mode action and development. So I hope everyone's looking forward to that. Hello, Joshua Andre. Hello, Puddle. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're having a good day. Are you live streaming early today? Kinda. I've been streaming at 1 a couple times a week now for a few weeks, I think. And it's kind of becoming the norm. Today is Sunday, right? And then tomorrow is Monday, right? Yep, that is accurate. That is true. Paddle says, sup? Question mark. Sup? What's up? What's up? That's a good sound. That's a good fucking sound. Any case. Hang on, I'm getting some text. I gotta go into the information. Hang on, I'm responding to text. Okay, so, hello, welcome to the stream. In your look, 69 gaming, rose are red, chocolate is brown, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around. Okay, everyone, how is everybody doing? Hello, cutie. Oh my gosh, I'm a cutie. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Thank you for calling me that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got updated today. What got updated today? Oh, speaking of Homestuck, I'm checking the Homestuck 2 site for an update. I don't actually think I even know about what Homestuck 2 is. All I know is about the unofficial Homestuck thing that I'm reading here anyways. The unofficial Homestuck collection, which is just Homestuck as a collection together. I did get, for this stream, we actually do have the no slurs mod because fuck that. It's an official continuation. Oh, what's the update? Was there any news on June? Because I'm very excited to hear more about June. So how about we go into the thing real quick, and I can summarize what happened on the last episode. Here, let me make it so you all can see the stuff. There's the stuff. It looks like it saved like the shape of like how I organized the window last time too, which is nice. All right. I'm a little slid over. Hang on. Hang on just a second. I'm a little bit slid over. I've been having weird sleep lately. Like, I just haven't been having, like, bad sleep the past week or so. And so currently I've been getting up at, like, fucking 11:30, which is frustrating me because I want to get up at, like, 9. But I got up at, like, 11:30 today, which was only 3 hours ago. And I ate breakfast, and I took a shower, and now I'm here. That's been my day so far. Any look says, be lurking, vibing in the abyss. Oh, sweet, sweet. You know, if you type exclamation point, redeem, lurk, something will happen. If you type exclamation point, redeem, lurk. Exclamation point, redeem, space, lurk. If you type that, something will happen. That'd be kind of funny. It'd be kind of funny if you do that. Andre says, is it hard for you to sleep? Sometimes. I have, like, sleep issues every once in a while. And, like, once I have them, they get stuck there for a while, and they get really hard to fix, and it's extremely frustrating. I know I was just talking to Manal, who might be interested in showing up and hearing the summary of the first episode. So I'm waiting to see if he does show up, and then I can do that summary. Um, you should type exclamation point redeem lurk and you look. You should do that. I think you should do that. I think you should probably do that because I think it'd be really funny. I think it'd be really funny if you did that. I think it'd be really funny if you did that. It's not happening. That's not happening. I'm sad. Uh, all right. Well, let's we're on page 353, which I think is pretty good progress. You can't really see that because it's like right up here on the search bar thingy. But we are on page 353 already, which I think is pretty good progress. Last time we did like a 4-hour stream, and then I had to end it abruptly to go get Jodi because she was having a stinky day. A stinky day, and she needed some help getting picked up from work and all that, and so that's what happened last time. But in terms of the story, so we came across this character named John Egbert, who is just living in his house. I'm going to be referring to John Egbert as June Egbert, using she, her pronouns because it is confirmed later on that the, like, post story, like, post epilogue or whatever, that the character is a trans woman. So whenever the story says John and he, him, I will be reading it as such, but whenever I talk about the character, I will be saying June, she, her. So we saw the character June standing in her bedroom. It's her birthday, and she just got the game Spurb. She talks to some of her friends about playing the game, and oh, hi Manal. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect timing. I can now. I was just starting the summary. Okay, here. So yes, I'm gonna repeat what I just said, which was only like 5 seconds of stuff. So we started with our character John Egbert. Standing in his bedroom. I'm going to be referring to the character as June Egbert using she, her pronouns because we find out later on after the epilogue that the character is confirmed as a trans woman. But when I read the story in the text, I will be saying John and he, him because that's what the text says. But when I refer to the character, I will be saying June and she, her. In any case, we saw June standing in her bedroom. It's the April 13th, which is also today, as a matter of fact. So happy Homestuck Day, everyone, for anyone who fucking celebrates Homestuck Day. That is today. I actually specifically planned this stream for today so I could do it on Homestuck Day, which is a thing. And so it was June's birthday, and she had just gotten the game Spurb in the mail, as did a few of her friends. And they talked about trying to play it. June had some trouble going and getting the game from her mailbox because she wanted to avoid seeing her dad, who is kind of like this person that she has some difficulty with, and finds kind of cringe, basically. The dad has a very big collection of clown stuff for some reason. Meanwhile, June's friend Rose is in her place, in her house, where she has the game as well, planning to play it with June. At her house, it is raining, and they're having a terrible, terrible storm, and the power is going in and out. And at one point, once June starts playing the game with Rose notices she is able to move stuff in June's actual physical house in real life, like using her computer. And she starts kind of messing around with stuff, kind of like accidentally breaks the bathtub and toilet. And June's like, what the fuck? After some time, it is noticed that there is a fucking meteorite heading straight for June Egbert's house. And she's like, well, that's kind of fucking weird. Rose, doing her online research, discovers that every other person who's played the game, they have never finished making the review of the game. And it seems it's because every time they do it, there is a meteor that hits their house. And they fail and die. Using some of the technology that they are able to withdraw from the game of Spurb using Rose's computer, they are able to complete a quest, basically, which gives June Egbert a little helpful, what is called a little sprite that looks like a couple of her household objects, which was like a big clown puppet that her dad gave her, and a picture, and her grandmother's ashes that got mixed together into a little sprite that looks like a clown version of her grandma, which is helping her play the game. and avoid this meteor hitting her house. And luckily, that is successfully done, and the meteor blows up the entire area that is June Egbert's house, but instead, June's house is teleported into this weird, different place. She doesn't know where she is. All she sees beyond her house is the void. Kind of like Zathura. Meanwhile, Rose can see outside her window that there are a bunch of meteors hitting a bunch of other places, since this is like the big official release day of Spurb. There's other, like, the world is basically being destroyed by people playing Spurb and meteors hitting their houses and most of them dying. Meanwhile, we have now gone into a flashback where we are seeing another one of June's friends named Dave, who is trying to get access to the game right now. That's what is currently happening. Because this is before the actual meteor stuff started happening and all that. All right. Does that summarize episode 1 or stream 1 or act 1 all together pretty well? Puddles Pepper, that's another character, if I recall correctly. Maybe I missed some news. June? No. That's June Egbert is transitioned John. Is June the main character? Basically, yeah. It starts off with June being the main character, but then like a ton are added. You can argue that like a lot of different characters are main characters. But with how kind of like the story begins and its largest focuses, you can argue that June is like the main character and kind of like the, I don't want to say self-insert, but kind of the self-representation that Andrew Hussey had, and kind of like the character you're largely supposed to relate to. I'm gonna say instead. June is most of the character you're supposed to relate to yourself. All right, so here we are with Dave, who had a bird break into his home and is trying to take his game of Spurb that caused this whole issue, but he doesn't know that yet. I'm going to put on some music for each character. I've been collecting different songs to play when each character is on screen. Here's the Dave music, and let's continue into this shit. Suddenly, a rambunctious crow flies into the open window and snatches the beta, possibly to make a nest with, or maybe just for the sake of being a brainless, feathery asshole. You yell at the bird. Also, the whole story is told in the second person. Also, okay, come on, crows are actually pretty smart, Dave. Fuck you. Stop. Angery. Don't do it. Oh, Dave, what the fuck? Oh yeah, okay, so there's also these things that you can see here called captchalogs, which are all these files you saw on the left there, which basically is like the game of Spurb has provided all, well, it's not even from the game of Spurb, it's kind of just like a technology that exists in this world seemingly recently, which allows characters to have an inventory, IRL, kind of like a video game. And so Dave just ejected his sword from his inventory. You accidentally launch your ninja sword. Everything goes flying out the window, dead bird and all. What is Hussey's pronouns now, if you know? I'm pretty sure Hussey uses any, all. No one can ever know about this. Dave, look out window. Oh, the music didn't repeat. Yeah, you can kiss all that stuff goodbye. You feel sorry for the bird, but at least you never planned on ever using that beta. Ever. Anyway, now that that bit of ugliness is behind you, you guess you can look forward to several more hours of messing around in your room. Whoa, wait, what? What is that? It looks like we're transitioning back into Rose's world, because we know that her mom is obsessed with wizards, so that's probably what this is. Yep, we are seeing more Rose, so let's put on the Rose music. How is the audio, Snacks, by the way? I realized last stream that my music was a little bit too loud. Is it okay this time? Is it okay this time? Anyways, here we are with Rose, our favorite Cthulhu-loving lesbian. You prepare to descend the stairs to your living room. You are standing eye to eye with a familiar foe, a 20-foot-tall granite statue of the mighty wizard Zazarpan the Learned. Your mother had him installed through a hole in the roof with a heavy-duty crane. Just look at that mystical gaze. To peer into those aloof, glassy eyes is to arrest the curiosity of any mortal. To behold the wisdom concealed in the furrows of that venerable face is to know the ceaseless joys of bewilderment itself. Any man so fortunate as to catch askance his merry twinkle or twitch of whisker shall surely have all his dreams fulfilled. Hard to say if louder will be a problem. I can hear the music a lot, but maybe that's good. Yeah, I can turn it up a little bit more. It's mainly as long as it's not drowning things out. I want it to be like background ambience, but I don't want it to like, you know, I don't want it to drown me out. You find this grisly abomination utterly detestable. You will notice that there's a lot of these themes of like the characters having their parents be obsessed with something, or their guardians. Rose with her mom's love of wizards, and Rose hating that. June with her dad's love of clowns, and June hating that. And then also, so far, there's also Dave with his older brother's love of puppets, which Dave actually seems to be quite into. Rose, psychoanalyze mother's love of wizards. There is nothing to psychoanalyze. Your mother clearly has no real affinity for these damnable things. She only collects them to spite you. If anything, she finds them even more repellent than you do. She's just a committed woman. Rose, go downstairs to the kitchen back door. I love the face here. You descend to the living room area. Oh my god, that thing is fucking huge. What the hell? That's too much. You descend to the living room, or you descend to the living room area of your home's expansive open layout. There is the sound of rushing water beneath the floor. It tends to strike guests as a strange occurrence, or a strange presence in a living space, but it's become a hardly audible to you through familiarity. There's the front door, but hopefully there's no need to make the long trek around the house in the rain. You might as well see if you can slip through the kitchen and out the back unnoticed. I've noticed also the tendency of both Rose and June to try to avoid their parents as well when they are around. Rose, view mother's solid copper vacuum. That's interesting. Okay, but it's bronze, not copper. But if it wasn't always, or but it all... Like I said last stream, I'm hoping Homestuck, like, increases my ability to read out loud. I mess it up sometimes. But yeah, how is the music audio now? Is it more audible? Like, can you hear it a little bit better? But it wasn't always. A while ago, you gave this as an ironic gift to your mom for Mother's Day. You even customized it with a drink holder to support one of her ubiquitous alcoholic beverages. She liked the gift so much, she had it bronzed and put on this pedestal. She even left it plugged in so it can still be turned on now and then, but never to do any cleaning. It never leaves this display. Sometimes at night, when you are in your room, you can hear it wailing from downstairs. She must know you can hear it. She's completely deranged. Definitely better? Okay, cool. Thank you. Rose, grab the Eldritch Princess. It's too big to captchalogue. Now, that you would want to move it, or not that you wouldn't... The thing I need to practice recently, like I said yesterday also, is like, I've been getting into that habit of speaking too fast again. I need to try to slow down my words, because I very often naturally speak way too fast and like stumble through my words to the point where people think I have a not American accent, and that's kind of funny. But I want to practice that. It's too big to captchalogue. Not that you would want to move it anyway. The pretty princess doll has been sitting there for months, ever since your mother got this abomination for your birthday, as a totally passive-aggressive gesture. You decided to make it much less abominable by knitting Her Majesty a new head and new arms. Now it brings a mischievous smile to your face whenever you walk by. Your mother hasn't removed the doll yet, and probably never will. She would never be the one to blink first. Rose, acquire umbrella for protection from elements. I am like that too, lol. Yeah, I have difficulty. And sometimes it just kind of like comes back. Like, I get better at speaking slowly for a while, and then it just comes back for a bit. So now I'm having to practice again. Okay. ULUV. You're going to have a hell of a time accessing that card when you need it. You guess you'll just cross that bridge later. So the whole thing with Rose's captchalogue is that each person's captchalogue actually works differently and has a different process of putting stuff in the inventory and retrieving it. For example, Rose's is shaped like a tree here, that's the whole point, so she can only She can only grab things from the leaves, for example. So her trying to get this will be tough to do now. Rose, peek inside kitchen. The liquor bottles are out in full force. Mom is surely nearby. Rose, investigate richly colored object in the middle of screen. That would be your refrigerator, whose surfaces have customarily served as the battlefield for a chilly siege of passive-aggressive one-upmanship. This was a drawing you did of your cat Jaspers when you were younger, along with a poem about him. Your mother bought this ostentatious $15,000 frame for it and had it welded to the door. That's amazing. Using the colorful magnet letters, you recently left a succinct message. Shrew. Which may or may not have been directed towards anyone in particular, but you couldn't find the letter W, so you just stuck two V's together. Like the movie The Witch, but with two V's for some reason. Your mother then purchased a fresh pack of W's and left them there for your convenience. Appreciative of the thoughtful gesture, you left her a sincere thank you note, which you had legally notarized and then marked with a drop of blood. But part of it was touching the floor, so your mother was kind enough to lift the lower portion of the document with a velvet pillow. God. Funky inventory systems, that is true, Puddle. Rose, attach a W to face as a fake mustache. This is a pretty popular GIF from Homestuck. This is incredibly silly, and you're not sure how it fits into your campaign against your mother, or getting your computer back online to escape your doom. But it's hard to resist getting a little silly sometimes, especially when you are absolutely positive no one is watching. Rose, captcha-log W. WLWV. It is now in your inventory. Sweet. But that unsightly void in the W pack won't do, nor will the gash in the plastic. You deposit 12 cents in its place, which is your approximation of the letter's value. You also make a vow to return later and neatly sew the plastic shut. Rose, think of ways to one-up Mother. You now wonder how to address the pillow situation. It seems the woman has you at a clear disadvantage. Perhaps slipping a fresh doily under the pillow will do the trick. Or maybe spilling a bit of Worcestershire sauce on it, and then having it dry cleaned and returned along with a laboriously ingratiating apology note. No, there's no time for anything like that. Or maybe, just thinking out loud here, you could use the entire pack of W's as M's. Oh yes, that would burn. But you've already done something with that W pack, and there's no need to go back and gild that lily. This is delicate business, and that pillow is screaming for rebuttal. Captcha-log velvet pillow. You decide to take the velvet pillow and lovingly embroider a poem in the praise of motherhood on it. Hopefully you can pull this off before she notices it's gone. But it causes your tree to be pretty badly unbalanced. It surely will auto-balance itself in a moment. And just like that, the umbrella becomes accessible in the root card. That's one of the things you love about the tree modus. The happy surprises. Head out the back door. Was that a Bob Ross reference, by the way? Oh, shit! Once again, I love the face. Just going right into, like... Okay, enough's enough. Time to go... Time to get Goyal! You don't know how she does that. You're never safe in this house. And of all things to be doing during a power outage, she's up to her ironic housewife routine again. That mop bucket doesn't even have any water in it. What an absolute madwoman. Rose, hop over counter, landing in a roll. This bird's gotta fly. Youth roll. Lousy goddamn stupid wizards. Meanwhile, in the past again. We're back to Dave. You're almost done patching up the hole in your window with the gaffer tape, but it's sort of hard to get any work done when people keep pestering you all day. You guess you better just get that. Dave, answer chum. Show pester log. So, pester logs, for anyone stopping by on the stream, like Minao or anyone else who's starting off with the stream, is just kind of like their text conversations with each other. Pester log is kind of just the story's made up, like, Discord, you could say. Garden Gnostic began pestering Turntech Godhead at 1836. Hi, Dave. Hey, sup? Not much up with you, bro. Hee hee hee.
Good one. It's alright. Been being chill here, I guess. You know how it goes.
Great. Feeling cool today, Mr. Cool Guy?
Oh man, you know it.
So cool.
You know, shit is ice cold up in here. Shit is wicked bananas, I am telling you.
So you have talked to John today?
Yeah, we were just talking a while ago about how he sucks at his Silodex.
The Silodex is also like the captcha log stuff.
Can you believe he uses a stack? That kid is ridiculous.
Lol. Well, that doesn't sound like much fun.
What was it you use again? Wait, never mind. I forgot we talked about your goofy motives I get a migraine. What do you want with John?
I want to tell him happy birthday and ask him about his birthday package.
Oh yeah. I was being sort of cagey and told him to check the mail, because I was wondering if mine came yet.
I think it did.
Yeah?
And I think mine came too.
So, I guess you want to know if he, likes it or something.
No, he will not open it. He will lose it.
Oh, wow, sorry to hear that, I guess.
No, it's good actually, because he'll find it again later when he really needs it, which of course is why I sent it in the first place.
See, like, I never get how you know these things.
I don't know. I just know that I know. That's fucking... Are you... That's not Monogatari reference, is it? That could be Monogatari reference, actually. I don't know, I just know that I know. Very interesting. Anyways.
Alright.
Anyway, I have to go. I have to feed, Beck, which is always a bit of an undertaking. I'm actually curious if that's a reference to Monogatari. I could definitely see some relationships between Homestuck and Monogatari. Interesting stuff. Manal says, wait, what is this again? I know you explained, but I forgot already. That's okay. This is a pester log, which is kind of just the in-universe's version of Discord. It's just text conversations between the characters. Hi, Bats. Welcome to stream. Bat says, this world's version of a chat website or a Discord. Yeah. Puddle says, this is what we call in-universe foreshadowing. Oh, okay.
Man, if I were you, I would just take that fucking devil beast out behind the woodshed and blow its head off.
I don't think I could if I tried.
Yeah. Say hi to your granddad for me too, okay?
Yes, I guess an encounter with him is almost certain. It is usually intense.
Well, yeah, isn't it always with family? But he sounds like a total badass.
Yeah, he totally is. Anyway, gotta go.
See ya.
Heart. Dave, get phone. So once again, more stuff about like one of the characters having interesting relationships with her guardian. It will be handy to have your phone. 2 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 1 = 8%. 10 = 8. Ignore any of this. This stuff doesn't matter. The numbers, I mean, because that is Dave's way of captcha logging stuff. On standby, so you won't always have to go back to your computer whenever someone pesters you. This way you can text message people no matter where you are or what outrageously cool thing you're up to. Bat says, wait, well, with the grandpa? We'll find out. We haven't seen that other character yet.
So cool.
John, pursue adversary into that room. And even meanwhile, in the present, sort of, once again, the slippery antagonist eludes you. You only find more of these unpleasant oily smears. Someone is pestering you. Both your PDA and computer register the message. So meanwhile here with June, we remember that last stream, her house was teleported into this void, it seems, before the meteor hit her house because of the game they were playing. The, like, Jumanji style game, basically. Once that happened, she is now having trouble finding her dad, and is instead finding all these oily messes around, wondering if there's something going on, some other thing in the house with her. This chum will know what to do.
Alright, I'm out of my room now, looking for my bros game.
Oh, good. Yeah, there is no sign of Rose yet. I hope she is okay.
Well, if she comes back, I'll be ready. You better know what you're talking about, because this could get ugly. Brought my phone, I also took my awesome katana with me, in case things get too hot to handle. And they always do.
You mean that cheap piece of shit you have on your wall?
Fuck you. It's sharp and it's awesome and it's a sword. End of story.
Okay, I don't really care. I'm in my room again. I really think there's someone else in this house, like monsters or something.
Howie?
I wish.
Dude, monsters aren't real. That's stupid kid stuff for stupid babies.
Maybe. Yeah, you're right. June, you don't have to be a little pushover, baby. I'm sorry. It's okay. Your house got fucking teleported into the void after playing a game that was able to alter your very dimension of reality. You don't have to suddenly be like, yeah, monsters aren't real because your friend hasn't experienced any of this stuff yet. Come on, June. It's okay.
What are you, an idiot? Of course there are monsters in your house.
Well, fuck you, Dave. Everyone hates Dave. All of my friends hate Dave. All the cool people hate Dave. All my pals hate Dave.
You're in some weird evil monster dimension. Come on. Skepticism is the crutch of cinematic troglodytes. Like, hey, Mom, Dad, there's a dinosaur or a ghost or whatever in my room. Yeah, right, Junior, go back to bed. Fuck you, Mom and Dad. How many times are we going to watch this trope unfold? It wasn't goddamn funny the first time I saw it. Just once, I'd like to see Dad crap his pants when a kid says there's a vampire in his closet. Oh shit, everyone in the minivan! Be fucking Dad of the Year right there.
Oh, okay, stop. What do I do?
What do you have, a hammer? Man, so lame. Okay, whatever. You should look into weaponizing your Silodex. My bro is always getting on my case about it, but man, it's not as easy as it sounds. But if you're fighting monster left and right, you don't have much choice.
Okay. I guess I can read up on data structure some more. How's it going there?
I'm out in the living room. Yeah, he's usually here, but I don't see him. Might be playing his mind games. He's always pulling this ninja shit. All I see is Lil Cal over there, so I guess he can't be far.
Lil Cal is the puppet of his older brother. Oh god, so lame.
What?
See, I just don't know why you think it's cool. His ventriloquist rapping thing.
Oh, Lil Cal? No, man, Lil Cal is the shit.
That's fine. You are entitled to your opinion. I'm just saying that being a white guy who is a rapper with a ventriloquist doll is not cool by any stretch of the imagination or by any definition of word cool, ironic or otherwise. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, bullshit. Cal is dope. Puppets are awesome. John Egbert blows. The end.
Yeah, more like the opposite of all those things is the thing that is true. I'm going to read. Good luck with your bro. What is a Silodex? A Silodex in Homestuck is something that kind of has to do with their captcha, which is their inventory. They can turn anything, I believe this is what it was, is like they can turn something into a Silodex or choose a type of Silodex, and that will become their like weapon of choice. And they can never change that once they choose it. And June accidentally chose a hammer and is deciding that that probably is actually not that great. Yeah, it's a weapon list. Yeah. Minal says, thanks everyone for helping me keep up. This is like way more dense on context than I thought it would be. Yeah, I'm sorry for the confuzzles. If it's too much, let me know. Read your book. Stay wary of these foes. Ah. I got the mod. What do you mean? I got the mod. Why is this here? I got the mod. Why is this here? Fucking shit. Minal says, it's okay, but it's taking me longer than I expected to understand. Don't worry too much about the, like, Silodex or captcha stuff. Like, it honestly is kind of weird in context, too. Like, it's just weird. Like, captcha is just inventory. Silodex is just weapon. That's all you gotta know there. Pff, monsters. Only babies who poop in their diapers believe in that stuff. Rose, youth roll right out the front door. I thought I got the mod, so I don't know why this is still there. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it, Rose. Yeah, you got this. Are these actual things I can click? Oh, they are. Oh, shit. Yeah, kill your mom. Aggress. Passive? Okay. Empty suicide threat? Oh my god. Abjure. A beautiful pony. Abstain. Okay. I guess we can move on. I guess that was all that. It looks like Mom has satisfied her strife quota for the day. She simply returns to her housework. No point in going out the front door anymore. Might as well head out the back like you originally planned. Alright. Rose, first, be the pony. Second, trample Mom. You can't be this stupid, pony, and frankly you can't imagine why anyone would want to. But you give the pony a begrudging pat on the snout anyway. Her name is Maplehoof. John, turn around. Oh. Well, here we go. Here's maybe this will help. We have an instructions thing on data structures, apparently. Chapter 7, God damn it, why do I even bother? Manal says, ugh, the mod might have missed a few considering there is so much of it. Yeah, that's fair. That or I might have installed the mod incorrectly, also. Paddle says, better gear can be built. Oh, because Bat said, oh. And that makes just 4 on the oh boy counter. Yeah, I think we're around that. I don't even want to do a counter because, like, it's going to be too big. Puddle says only, like, one character never upgrades their weapon, which might be fitting. Won't get further into it yet. And says Rose seems to be one of those edgy white kids who hate their normal parents. That is possible, yeah. The good news. Finally, your revolving incompetence can be put to use. Instead of accidentally firing a Silodex full of steak knives into a priceless oil painting on your beloved great aunt, you can turn that fumbling fury towards one of your foes, such as the ability to grasp painfully simple concepts. Give me a burpee. The bad news. I'm tired of explaining myself hoarse to you gibbering fuckwads. In this chapter, I will be phoning it in with the liberal use of diagrams and shitty clip art. What are you going to do about it? You are going to wriggle in your own viscous secretions like the worms you are, that's what. Here, learn something for a change. You know, the thing also with Homestuck is, like, Jodi and I have talked about how on Tumblr, there's always these people that were like, there's this type of talking, you know, that's like, oh, fuck this, fuck you. And then there's like the, what's the other one that Jodi always references? Is the, it's like listen up shit sticks or something like that. I don't know. And it's just, it's just like really weird Tumblr speak. And I feel like Homestuck can definitely be to blame for a lot of that. Manal says, she seems like a fine character. She just reminds me of that lol. I think that is fair, though. Yeah. Asshole notes. All right. Purse your lips together to form a stiff pucker. Apply them firmly to my rear end. I now pronounce you man and wife. Now get in the kitchen and make my ass some dinner, bitch. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, that's... Hey, misogyny has been said out loud, and that's funny, right? Okay. It's like... That's also just like, come on now. Like, it's not even the story trying to be misogynistic. It's just, this is a thing where it's just like, hey, look at this misogyny. Oh, isn't that unpleasant? And then just moving on. Like, yeah, it's unpleasant. Why did you include it? What's the point? You're trying to read, okay? This book is already unpleasant enough as it is without weird voices in your head nagging you to do things. Besides, I thought we already agreed there's no such thing as monsters. This is such a fucking, like, boomer art right here. Why are you shaped like that? Why do you shape like this? Why do you look like that? Makes me think of, like, I don't know, 5th grade math homework. There'd be, like, some dude looking like this on my math homework. Fine, you'll interrupt your reading and turn around, but you don't see what could possibly be. So, oh my god, it's a monster. Okay, time for another little scene here. Shale imp. Don't move or the bunny.
Don't move or the bunny gets it.
The bunny. There's the hammer. Aggrieve. Put the bunny back in the box. Aw, shit. That sucks. That sucks. Alright, Rose, exit. Looks like some sort of Garfield art style. I can see it. Manala says, overly familiar, insulting comments is very Tumblr, and I'm so sure Homestuck is a part of it. It's gotta be, because, like, that's what Homestuck is really, yeah, into that. Bat says, did she hit herself? I don't know. I think she just tripped or something. But says, Homestuck inventory for dummies, actively hostile edition, basically. It's just, like, a lot of this humor isn't necessarily, I mean, like, the misogyny one was dumb because it's just like, hey, look, unpleasant misogyny. Isn't that unpleasant? Yeah, it is. Stop. But the rest of that book also is just like stuff that you would consider funny in 2009, but also it's not 2009 anymore. See, like this page was released in July 23rd, 2009. You leave through the back door. Let's put on the Rose music again. You leave through the back door. Nearby is the transformer which distributes electricity from the underground generator, powered by the river flowing beneath your house. The transformer was struck by lightning, though, and no longer works. You wonder if your mother has any plans to have it fixed. You guess she'd rather just play her mind games in a dark house like a weirdo. You can see the mausoleum and the portable generator across your backyard. You're almost there. Rose, use umbrella. I was just thinking that. Aw, shit, everything fell out. You regather your items and begin the soggy trek mausoleum ward. Mausoleum word. Okay, and then we have another sound thing. Get up, John. There is no time for slumber. Health vial. Oh, do I actually... Arrow keys to walk, spacebar to attack. Okay, that's pretty simple. Oh, fuck it! You fight back! I don't like that! Okay. This thing's so fucking aggressive. Rose, forget the W and make haste to the mausoleum. Retrieving the W never even crossed your mind. It's just a stupid magnet. Okay, maybe I can turn the Homestuck volume down, because it looks like the Homestuck volume might be a little loud. We'll see how that works. Let's just actually go back and just hear the audio again. Yeah, I think that's a little better, right? That's not too loud anymore? Okay. Retrieving the W never even crossed your mind. It's just a stupid magnet. John, salvage your weapon and fight on. Okay, more music. Strife, again. Pick up. Pick up. And now we're just launching stuff at him using our thing. Pick up. Ouch. See, okay, so the thing with June Egbert's caption log, like her inventory, is like, you can see up here, every time she puts something in her inventory, it goes right here, and then whatever is right here gets shot out wherever. And so she's using that to hit this little dude. Okay, pick up. That launched my PDA. Oh my god, on the wall? That was amazing. Sweet catch. Oh, we killed a thing. Good job, June. You killed somebody. A lot of build grist. That's good. Build grist is used within the game to build things, or just be for Rose to be able to move stuff within June's house. There's something down there. You said, put the bunny back in the box. Thank you, Nicolas Cage. Now, why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? Now, exult. Victory spoils are yours. Plucky Tot. We've gone from Green Tyke to Juve Squirt to Plucky Tot. We are Plucky Tot. The amazing victory allows you to scale the first 2 achievement rungs on your Escher ladder. You're now a Plucky Tot, with a new feather in your cap to show for it. Was that feather not there before? Oh, it was green. Now it's yellow, and then it's pink. The Eshladder rewards your bold ascent with 125 boon dollars. You waste little time in storing them in your ceramic pork hollow. Additionally, climbing the rungs has boosted your gel viscosity and cash limit. So there's a lot of video gamey words here. Those are purposefully to be just kind of like over the top. Like, you don't actually have to care about what most of these are. Like gel viscosity, cash limit, boon dollars. Like, we don't actually have to care what any of that really is. Now, since Homestuck was also how Tumblr culture as we know it was built. Is the fighting music you or the comic? That's the comic. Like, whenever you see the arrows here, whenever there's an S on it, like, oh, like here, S. Whenever there's that S, it means the next page will have sound. So I usually pause the music and let the sound go. Puddle says, how far up the ladder did we go? We went up 2 levels. Bat says, oh, that's cool. Hell yeah. By expanding your cash limit, you've made room for all that nice grist you just collected. You now have 32 fragments of build grist and 10 fragments of shale. I wonder what shale is. What about that card? It seems the shale imp has allocated the bunny to its strife specialist. Some sort of stupid thing to use for a weapon, but you might as well grab it and stick the bunny in your strife deck while you're at it. It will at the very least be safer there. Okay. You group the 2 specify in your strife portfolio. No self-respecting strifer would be caught dead without one. So I don't know what a strife portfolio is. That's something we're probably going to learn. Like, this is the strife portfolio being introduced, so we'll be learning what that is. Gather the scattered bits of your large hammer. Oddly enough, it seems breaking the sledgehammer altered the abstratus from hammer kind to handle kind, even going as far as expelling the head of your smaller hammer from your deck to force compliance. You didn't even notice it in the heat of the battle. You grab the sledgehammer handle, expelling the useless Harlequin figure. Now repair the hammer. You merge the sledgehammer head with its handle and return it to your strife deck, repairing the hammer kind abstratus in the process. The smaller hammer handle is ejected from the deck, since of course handles of any sort no longer belong in there, obviously. Fine, now what? Dave is pestering you, but you don't have time to deal with his nonsense right now. Something is amiss in your room. You can't quite put your finger on it. Rose, hurry and activate the generator. You fire up the generator and drag a cord into the mausoleum. It, of course, would be foolish to run the generator inside a confined space. Generator safety is everyone's business. You know, having just, like, a generator and a tomb just outside of your, like, house makes me think of Resident Evil. That's also just because I'm really into Resident Evil. Rose, defile tomb. Sorry, Jaspers. Have to make space for the laptop. Besides, your final resting place is already a mockery. You should have decomposed years ago under a bed of petunias like a normal cat, not given to a taxidermist and fitted with a tiny custom-tailored suit, and then stuffed in a coffin built for infants. Rose, plug in your laptop. You plug in your laptop and connect to the internet signal again. Everything predictably falls out of your Silodex, and you're not about to get bent out of shape about it. You have bigger fish to fry. Looks like Dave noticed you're back online. He pesters you like clockwork. And there's John. What on earth is he up to now? So, this is like kind of like how I said Rose is able to like move stuff in June's house. This is how she does it. This is her version of Spurb, where she's able to like move stuff within John's house and like affect June's like area of living and all that. The door, John. Look at the door. You're right. Didn't Rose yank the door off its hinges and prop it up on your bed? Someone or something has put it back and left it slightly ajar. Incredibly alarming. Investigate. Ho 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 ho. You got... Get pranked. Get pranked, June. Get pranked. What? This is outrageous. More sound. Nanaquin. There's the sprite. Oh, so mischievous. Isekai Jumanji, but it's The Sims. Yeah. Paddle says the strike portfolio is your breadth of weapon options. As far as everyone understands, you can only pick up 4 weapon types. Though one momentous event changes that for some reason. Rose, pester John. There's some sort of... There's turn tech godhead stuff there, too.
Oh, there you are. John said your house is burned down. Are you on fire yet, or what?
No. For now, I have retired to the safety of a smaller building, which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence.
Oh, well, that's a relief. John told me to get the game to help you out of there, so I'm working on that now.
Working on it?
Yeah, my bro's copy. Long story. Hey, don't tell John this, but I think he might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little.
You're referring to your brother's collection.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool and all, the semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever. Or semi-ironic. Man, I don't even know. I'm just starting to think some of this shit is going a little far and it's kind of fucked up.
I've seen his websites. I like them.
Haha, yeah, well, you would. Oh man, I wish little Cal wouldn't look at me like that, with those dead eyes. Jesus. Sometimes I dream that he is real and he's talking to me, and I wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out.
Interesting.
Oh god, why did I just tell you my dream? You're gonna have a field day with that.
I'm currently scrolling notes furiously into one of the many psychoanalysis journals I maintain for you. Published papers forthcoming. Because, you know, it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies.
Yeah, I'm gonna get moving. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not answering me.
He wouldn't answer me either, but I'm watching him. I suspect he is preoccupied with the fact that he just had a bucket of water dumped on his head by the ghost of his dead grandmother, who also happens to be dressed like a clown.
Alright, I'm out. Later.
Interrogate this mad woman. Switching back and forth between music quite a bit. I mean. Why is Rose being mean to June? Did Rose do something mean to June? I didn't see it. What was the mean thing? That the red text there. If you mean this red text was Dave. The red text is not June. The bucket was done by this thing. That was not done by Rose. Paddle says, and Dave having the text becomes corrupted. Well, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, Manal says, yeah, it was this thing. Who we still don't know exactly the purpose of. We just know that this is a sprite that is a part of the game that became mixed with June's grandmother's ashes and a clown puppet in her house. And became, like, this. Show sprite log. So I guess this is just the conversation between the two of them. Nana? Yes, dear. Wow, you scared the living daylights out of me. Well, I guess it was really a great prank. Good one, Nana. Anyway, are you really my dead Nana? Of course, John. I've come back to help you on your journey through the medium and beyond. I'm delighted to see what a fine young man you've turned out to be, just like your father. Oh, okay, I guess I'll take your word for it. I don't remember you at all. My dad said I was really young when you died. Hey, speaking of which, do you know where he is? I looked everywhere for him. I don't know, I think the very, like, abrupt animation gifs like this I think are pretty funny. Just how, like, violently they're moving. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Your father was kidnapped. Oh no. When you crossed over to the medium, he was apprehended by the very forces of darkness which your presence here has awakened. What? Okay, so what is the medium you're talking about? It is where we are now, a realm that is a ring of pure void, dividing light and darkness. It turns in the thick of the insinosphere, or insiposphere, A place untouched by the flow of time in your universe. You mean because we are inside a computer or in the game software or something? A computer? Why, what is that, dear? Some newfangled contraption, like the horseless auto boxcar? Well, it's like this machine that, of course I know what a computer is, John. I was just pulling your leg. Oh, okay. No, John, you are not inside a computer, a software, or anything like that. Try not to be so linear, dear. The software that brought you here was merely a mechanism that served as a gateway. Its routines, in a way, serve to invoke this realm's instance, yet it stands independently of any physical machine, and somewhat paradoxically always has. I'm not sure I get it, but alright. So, what do I actually need to be doing here? I think it would be best if we started with the big picture. Go on. Skies of Skya. One of my characters is named Skya. Whoa. Neat. Manal says there are so many characters. Yeah, there are, and Homestuck is known for having a lot of characters. A lot of characters. Like, a lot of characters. Too many, maybe. Yeah, we currently have 5 characters narrowed focus in play so far. Yeah. Manal says a lot of strange characters with strange context. My brain is struggling so hard to, like, latch on. Usually fiction has shorthand characterization, but this doesn't really. Very different than what I'm used to. Okay. I need someone to define shorthand characterization for me. I'm not good with the vocabularies. Bat says, oh damn, Dad is squabbling. Ooh, Portal. And Paulo says that melody has a more of a filled out version. But yeah, like, a thing I've also kind of, like, come to understand about Homestuck is a lot of the characters are very much tropes, in a way. Like, Rose is kind of like the, like, Teen Titans Raven character. Dave is just, like, the cool bro character. June is just the self, like, representation character. The, like, reader insert. The dad is just dad character. He doesn't really have much of a character so far. He's just there. Same thing for the mom. She's just kind of there as like a reflection of Rose, and then the dad a reflection of June. And then we have this sprite who we are just introduced to as like actually being able to talk now. Manal says, so like we as a culture have ways to like show what a character is like in a few words or paragraphs, like tropes in general, but the tropes are used differently here. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. Above the medium, beyond the 7 gates, residing at the core of the Inciposphere, that's the word I meant, is a place known as Skya. Legend holds that Skya exists as a dormant crucible of unlimited creative potential. What does this mean, you ask? I'm afraid my lips are sealed about that, dear. But needless to say, where a realm of such profound importance is concerned, forces of light will forever be charged with its defense, while forces of darkness will just as persistently covet its destruction. And as it so happens, at the center of this realm, whose fate is in question, these very forces duel on a stage, stuck in eternal stalemate. Yes, they have dueled in this manner forever. That is, until you showed up. Me? Question mark. Now it says, like, the tropes are used ironically or in very exaggerated ways in this, from what I can gather. I'm not fully sure, but it follows a non-normative structure of fiction regardless. Yeah, no, that's very much so the case. Like, all the characters are very exaggerated versions of tropes. Like, we have one of my favorite characters who is, like, a cat girl, and she's just, that is her, she is just an anime character. Me? Question mark, question mark. Me? Yes, you, John. Before your mishap with my ashes, you may recall the sprite's previous incarnation, which resulted from its kernel's hatching. Should watch all this. Whoa. This is where things become way more confusing. Like, what the fuck is all this, right? Like, what does all this mean? What is this fucking nonsense we're looking at here? This is ridiculous. Is this where Homestuck starts to become very convoluted? I remember not being able to understand a lot of it when reading it as a kid, and I was thinking that I might be able to understand it more now, and we'll see if I do. I don't think this is like... This is just very confusing to look at. It doesn't mean that it's not understandable. Is it just going to be this gif of this game going on forever? You see, the hatching occurs automatically in response to your arrival. The result is a pair of kernels. One dark, one light, each carrying this information they were prototyped with before they hatch. Before the hatch. One goes down to a kingdom entrenched in darkness, the other up to a kingdom basking in light. Each comes to rest in an orb atop a spire, of which there are 3 others in kind. The 4 spires are situated above a throne, and these 2 thrones preside over the 2 respective sovereign powers. And once the kernels are situated, that is when the game is afoot. The true war begins, light versus dark, good versus evil. This is a war that the forces of light are always destined to lose, without exception. A quest of futility, then. Wow, really? Then what's the point? That remains for you to find out, dear. For you see, the journey you are about to take is the ultimate riddle. Well, for now, your objective is to proceed towards Scaria and pass through the first gate situated directly above your house, not even terribly far. The gates will become progressively more difficult to reach, so you had better be prepared to sharpen your adventuring skills. How am I supposed to get up there? You build. Whoa, June's excited. Okay, I think I get it now. So I guess the battle against good and evil is sort of irrelevant? Well, I don't know. That all sounds kind of weird, but in any case, we build a house to get to these gates, and then I can save my dad. Yes, John. And then after that, we can solve the ultimate riddle thing and save the Earth from destruction. Oh no, I'm afraid not. Huh? That's a great face, once again. Your planet is done for, dear. There's nothing you can do about that. Oh. Your purpose is so much more important than saving that silly old planet, though. And that is... Yes, I'll have to agree with the float hag about that. So what it looks like is these text messages, the ones that are in all caps, are coming from a character. I'm starting to think. I mean, not starting to think. We kind of know that from the first episode. Is that there's someone on the ruins of Earth in the future. Once again, more confusing shit. On the ruins of Earth in the future, typing this stuff. Basically just watching June. Bat says, oh noes. Paul says, let's save the world. Sorry, that's impossible. Yeah. Oh, ew. Ew, her juices. Her jelly juices. John, you are such a good boy. I know you will succeed. Thanks, Nana. You are a good boy, and good boys deserve treats. Hooray! I'm going to bake you some cookies. Okay, bye. The hag mentioned cookies. Pursue her. Oh, goddammit. That's just what you need. More baked goods. John, you do not say no to cookies. I command you to get them. You totally abjure the hell out of that idea. You're so busy abjuring that you don't even notice Rose has been trying to pester you this whole time. Rose, hit John in the head with this box to get his attention. You give John a swift drubbing in the noggin, but he is undeterred. That is some fit he is throwing. Perhaps you'll take the spare moment to contemplate the Nana Sprite's strange tale. It may also behoove you to record your thoughts on these developments in your Game Facts walkthrough journal. It can be hard finding time to update it. In fact, you're not even sure where you found the time to write that what's already there. Yeah, that is kind of true. That kind of just happened. Oh, is that so, Jaspers? And just who do you think you're looking at with that smug grin? The last thing you need is sass from a dead cat. It's pretty much all his fault you're in this mess in the first place, so he can just button it. Is it the dead cat's fault? The dead cat we haven't seen up until this point? John, cookies now. You refuse outright. This impudence is insufferable. Go get the cookies. Well, when you put it so politely, how can John decline? John, you are stupid. You really need to work on your manners. Stupid, stupid, dumb. That's not a command. It's nothing. It's stupid. You're stupid. Oh, we're getting the finger. The last time I command you to get the cookies, boy.
Boy.
It's just not going to happen, buddy. Years in the future. Oh, see, there's the text. But not really enough to write home about. An agitated finger slips mid-keystroke. Interesting. I like this character. Like I said last stream, I cosplayed this character right here. The Wayward Vagabond. Unlocked album, Homestuck Volume 1. Click here to check it out. Okay. Is it just all the music? Yep. Okay. Here we have Game Facts. GameSpot Game Facts from 2009. We have Rose's, like, more of her writing on the game. It's the Mayor. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm gonna read it. The long and short, the medium too. And I'm gonna read this in Rose's voice. I may have been a bit hasty in advising you to not bother with the prototyping process. If I spared any detail, it was only to optimize your chances of survival. And if you find yourself begrudging the absence of certain instructions, which if followed would have resulted in your demise, then I guess that makes two of us. Otherwise, you're welcome. But the fact appears to be that prototyping the Colonel Sprite before making your getaway may offer the only opportunity to exercise control over your new environment, a place known as the Medium. Also, if prototyping with one or two sufficiently, albeit loosely, humanoid and or sentient elements, living or otherwise, it offers the chance to have all this explained to you by an apparitional guide through whatever sort of cryptic, sketchy doublespeak your choice of prototyping elements engenders. In lieu of this, you may be forced to settle for my clear, thorough explanations and assiduous dissection of raw data. Again, don't mention it. So, like, this Game Facts thing is, I guess, I mean, like, it is just her way of, wait, what is... Oh, no, okay. This is different people. 411, 411, 410, 413. This is the one that she's typing. Tentacle Therapist. She's typing in Game Facts a walkthrough of Spurb, basically to help people survive. But, like, actually survive, you know. If you have made it to the Medium with an unmolested vanilla sprite. Weird choice of words. Well, I've already covered the bad news about this missed opportunity, and I will go into this further soon. Though, to what extent this actually is bad news, I'm not sure. I only know the result of my co-player's current configuration, wherein the sprite was prototyped once before the departure, and once after, which brings us to the good news, which is that you can still prototype after your departure, and salvage the massively rewarding experience of haggling with an exposition-slinging phantom guide. so long as you avoid prototyping with terribly inert items, such as brass door knocker and your father's pornography collection. Actually, that might be interesting. If you are stuck by the spirit of such experimentation, please don't hesitate to contact me about it. So yes, you can enhance your sprite in this way, but doing so after your departure will no longer induce this effect on the medium I alluded to. That can only be accomplished with one or more pre-departure prototypings. In fact, we can extrapolate there are only so many ways to prototype a sprite. Tiers of prototyping in relation to departure. Both before, one after, both after, only one, either before or after, none. Those occurring before will affect the medium through the kernel's hatching process and your guide, i.e. the sprite. Those occurring after will only affect the sprites. The effects this process has on the medium, or more globally, the inciposphere, are still vague to me. They have to do with flavoring the forces you will struggle against, and generally all forces at odds with each other in this realm. It has given me some insight into the nature of this game, which again I derive through extrapolation. We appear to be engaging in instances of dimension with a highly flexible set parameter, and a series of objectives surrounding an equally flexible mythological framework. This framework seems to begin as a sort of blank template, and evolves with the player's actions, and likely further evolves with the addition of more host-client connections, and thus more prototyped kernels. I regret to say, I can't be much more specific than that, without loosely extrapolating further. There are plenty of questions that have occurred to me, however. Questions concerning the kernel sprites, which I've raised implicitly already, such as, what is the effect of an unprototyped kernel on the medium, or a doubly prototyped kernel, for that matter? And even more salient are questions about this dimension itself. Do all players worldwide make it to this dimension if they successfully complete their departure, or is a unique blank instance of the dimension created for each new player? I have no evidence, but instincts tell me it is closer to the latter situation. There's no indication of any other players present in this realm. Alterations in this realm seem singularly centered on the actions of my co-player and myself. If I had to stake anything on it, I would guess every separate client-server pair activates its own fresh copy of the inciposphere, or a unique session, if you will. But the quantity of players is a further complication which invites more questions. It seems the game was designed to suit two players most naturally, the server and the client, but through a mishap, my co-player and I have slipped out of the obvious tandem arrangement, and the only logical course of action to continue playing is to string a daisy chain of server-client connections together until presumably the chain is complete. Theoretically, we could complete this chain with only one other player, functioning as the server to my client, and the client to my current co-player's server, assuming he can recover it. The strange thing, though, is, in our instance of this dimension, there are 4 receptacles up for divided kernels, not 3. Does this mean we are destined to have a 4-player chain? How could the game know such a thing? Perhaps it does, and if this proves to be the case, I trust I'll be sufficiently numbed to the realization. And the rest of this part is all crossed out, but it says, I can consider nothing about this game surprising at this point, and in fact, from the first moments of play, it managed to deviate so far from my expectations that I completely forgot what my original purpose with it was. I had chances to test some information I obtained on good authority during the prototyping phases, but it completely slipped my mind. Instead, the game's catacombs securing the dark twisting paths to necromancy were blundered into rather on accident. But perhaps you don't need to know any of this. Rethink organization. Lead may be waist deep. Logoric sludge. Trim down. Blah. She's not finished with this yet. Geez, cut her some slack. Maybe you could go bug someone else for a while. Or at the very least, someone else. You can bug someone somewhere else for a while, or at the very least, someone else. That's what it says. Okay, Paulo says, fun fact, those guides are actually on GameFAQs. They are. That's kind of great. Paulo says, ironically, vanilla isn't really plain. We just believe that because it's so widely used within American culture. Correct me if I glossed over something there. No, I think you're right. Paulo says, oh damn, that far back? Due to spoilers, I will not elaborate on what I was talking about. Okay, good. Months in the past, but not many. Snaw. There's a bunch of snaw. A lot of snaw.
Hi, happy birthday, Rose.
Hello, and thanks.
Did you get John's present yet?
I just opened it this very moment. What a stunning coincidence. You will ask about it now. I am stunned.
Yeah, I know. What will you make with it?
And who said it was something from which something else could be made?
Well, John did tell me it was,
I suppose I'll take a stab at learning the craft. It's the least I can do in response to the subtle dig concealed in his gesture. He often tells me I need a new hobby when I make perfectly reasonable analytical remarks.
Oh, but Rose, I don't think he meant anything like that by it. You see, not everybody always means the opposite of what they say, the way you and Dave always do.
Maybe. His birthday is in a few months, isn't it?
Yep, I finally finished present for him. I've been working on it for years.
Years. It's so hard to tell when you're joking. Or if you're even capable of it.
I just mailed it too, so it's sure to get there on time. Mail takes a while to get anywhere from here.
I'll probably craft something with strong sentimental value. That should burn him.
I don't think you really mean that.
I guess not. So, shall I expect a green package dropped on my house via airmail from whatever screwball cranny of the globe you're tucked into?
No. Sorry, but you are sort of a hard shop.
You are sort of hard shop for. I'm assuming that means hard to shop for.
Besides, I have something for you today that I think you will like better than something in a box.
Oh.
It is a tip.
This is already intriguing enough to compensate for the grave scarcity of lavish gifts parachuting from the sky. Please go on.
Did you have a pet a long time ago that died?
Yes.
Okay, well, how do you feel about your cat? Did you love him a lot?
Okay, well, I didn't mention it was a cat, or that it was a male. Let's pretend I'm surprised and you're embarrassed and move on. To answer your question, I would describe my feelings toward the animal as lukewarm.
Okay. That's fine. It doesn't really matter, I think. Just, what if someone told you could play a game that would bring him back to life?
If someone told me that, I would regard the remark with a great deal of skepticism. If that someone was you, on the other hand, then I would have to ask preemptively, is that someone you?
Yes, that someone is me. I just thought you might find it interesting.
So what is this game?
I don't know. I'm just saying is all. I think you'll hear about it later and maybe you can talk to John and Dave about it. And they are way more into all of that stuff than I am.
I'll see what the word on the street is about it in due time. For now, I would probably order a copy of Knitting for Assholes. It would be a shame if I ran late with John's present. That's interesting, huh? It seems that the green text person here, doesn't say the actual label here of the username, seems like they know something. We'll have to see what that is all about. Dave, get katana. You caps log your katana and prepare to venture out into the apartment to retrieve your bro's copy of the game. But first, maybe, just maybe, Dave, retrieve dead bird. Why would you do that? Dude, that bird is long gone. It probably won't last long in this heat anyway. You don't even know what's up with this sick heat. The sun threatens to set, but won't step off. It's staring you down, like the big red eye of a hot needle skipping on a groove. It's tracing around the earth. While lingering in midair, its heat seems to suspend time itself, stretching it like warped vinyl. It's meant to rain this season, but there ain't been a drop in sight. Even a little drizzle would help. Might help to fizzle this sizzle a little bizzle. Set the record straight on this global turn tizzle. Goodness, okay. So don't change the dizzle, turn it up a little. I got a living room full of fine dime brizzles, waiting on the pizzle, the dizzle and the shizzle. G's to the Bizak, and now ladies, here we gizzo. When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. English romantic poet, John Keats. Puddles' Gardenostic knows something is up. That much is certain. Gardenostic, that was the username, thank you. I mean, that seems pretty toasty to the point of lava. He looks unamused. Dave, exit your room and go into the living room. Sorry, little dude. Coming through. Gotta put you down for a bit. You figure you left him hanging long enough. Dave, hastily enter the room with wild abandon. You barge in and see a familiar face. A friendly face. You stand in the living room. Your bro spends most of his days in here. At night, he crashes on the futon over there. You don't see him anywhere, though. There's the puppet chest he stores little Cal in when he takes him out on gigs. But when he's home, he usually leaves Cal on a display somewhere. And with good reason, because Cal is totally sweet. So sweet. Man. Dave, pity the fool. Oh, oh, I know this. It's your brother's Mr. T puppet, which of course is kept in the apartment with a sense of profound humorous irony. But as usual with your bro's exploits, this is no ordinary irony, or anything close to a pedestrian tier 1 ironic gesture, which is a meager single step removed from sincerity. This is like 10 levels of irony removed from the original joke. It might have been funny like 8 years ago to joke about Mr. T and how he was sort of lame, but that was the very thing that made him awesome and badass. And that his awesomeness was also sort of the joke. But in this case, the joke is the joke, and that degree of irony itself is also the joke, and so on. Only highly adept satirical ninjas like you and your bro can appreciate stuff like this. It's cool taking stuff from other people, taking stuff that other people think is funny, but you know really isn't, and making it funny again by adding subtle strata of irony, which are utterly undetectable but to the untrained eye. Also, for good measure, Mr. T is wearing a leather thong and handcuffed to a pantsless Chuck Norris puppet. What? God, you hope you can be as good as your bro at this someday. You never tell him that, though. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay, cool. I guess. Alright. Plus, it bugs me to no end that the rapping in Homestuck has no indication of rhythm or cadence. Understandable. Minal, are you still here? Do you have any more thoughts? Dave, find little Cal and give fist bumps. Cal's nowhere in sight. All you see is a bunch of your bro's weird nude puppets strewn about haphazardly. You guess these things are kind of cool. Sort of. Coming to some realizations there, Dave. Play a game on the Xbox. It looks like your bro was playing. It's not like him to leave in the middle of some totally intense gaming. Not like him to misplace Cal either. Man, you hope the little guy's alright. Minal says, to be very honest, I fell asleep. That's fair, that's fine. No worries, I am doing a reading stream. It's very different than my usual streams. You woke up like a couple minutes ago? Okay. You haven't missed much, to be honest. It's just the characters have been existing, really. It's been a little bit slow, to be honest, for this stream. You're way more tired than you thought you were. I'm really sorry, Minal. Is it because of what you're telling me about this morning, or is there other stuff going on, or busy? What's going on? I hope you can get some rest. Oh, God. Oh, there you are, dude. Didn't see you there. We be chill today, Cal. Yeah, you better fucking believe we be chill. Cal is the man. Alright. Wait, Cal wasn't there, though. Cal isn't there. Right, look, see, Cal's not there. Now Cal's there. I don't like Cal. Cal makes me uncomfortable.
Manal says, yeah, I think the grumpy made me tired, but also we have a guest. I never sleep well when she visits because of a few reasons. I'll tell you over DMs later. Okay. I do hope you can get some rest and feel a little bit better. Dave, resist great urge to play Bros Xbox. Oh my god. Is that supposed to be like clipping through the wall there? You fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up stunts, something uncanny brutal on your quest for Mad Snacks Yo, and get this way rude hunger under control. Shit is basically flying off the hook. It's like shit wants nothing to do with that hook. The hook is dead to that shit. But you get stuck in some poorly modeled 3D fixture or something, like a railing or a piece of the wall. You'll have to reset. Fuck this shit. Alright. I feel better after my nap. No, lol. That's good. Okay. I'm happy about that. I'm glad that the nap was able to help. That is some rest. I'm sorry. Are you still tired, though? Do you mean, like, after the nap you're still tired? Or, like, you're saying that because you napped? Dave, give Lil Cal a bro fist pump. Aw, man, you almost forgot. Gotta give the C-Man some props. Dave, check out your bro's sweet gear. Your bro has so much sweet gear, it's hard to keep up with it all, sometimes. Here's his computer setup. He's usually got a lot of stuff cooking on here at any given moment. Since he's not around, you might as well sneak a peep. Dave, look at your brother's computer. There's so much design going into these rooms, honestly, and it's just so intense with, like, the puppetry, because that's what his brother's into. And also, I'm still tired, but, like, in a body is tired way, not in a sleepy way anymore. That makes sense. Just feeling a little bit, like, physically drained, physically exhausted. I still hope that gets better, and you feel better with time. I hope so, I hope so. Let me know if you need anything. Look at your brother's computer. Your bro's computer is password protected, of course, to protect all the incredible top secret shit he's got on the burners. Of course you know what the password is, and he knows you know it. And you're both cool with that, because the password is the most awesome thing it can be. Oh hell no. You enter the password on the desktop, On the desktop is a hodgepodge of unnamed folders to store all the stuff he's working on. No one can decipher his organization system but him. He also tends to use the application Complete Bullshit to keep up with the ludicrous amount of websites and news feeds he monitors to stay hip to the scene. There's new folder, delirious, biznasty, complete bullshit, new folder, new folder, new folder, new folder, new folder, new folder. Alright. Puddle says it's so physically exhausted. Yeah. Manal says, yeah, I hope it gets better too, and I appreciate the sympathy. Of course, of course. We care about Manal in this house. Dave, open complete bullshit. Aw, shit. Aw, shit. This is complete bullshit. Does any of that say anything? Plush rump. This is plush rump. Right here. It says plush rump. That's the first thing I saw. Comic number 5. Sweet bro comes through again. Comic number 4. Not even Barack Obama can bail him out. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna read all this. It's so hard to read because it's all jiggling. And it's tiny. It's just complete bullshit, honestly. Dave, check if Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff has a sweet update. Oh my god, Hella Jeff. That fucking... Oh, that just sent me, like, fucking flashbacks hearing the term Hella Jeff. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh god, it's this fucking thing. I remember this fucking thing. Your bro keeps up with the projects in his, aggregator, just like you keep up with his. He's turned into your various blogs, and of course, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. You navigate to the latest comic in one of the many bullshit feed bands. Oh my god. Oh, I don't like it. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. Next comic backwards. Next comic, newest comic.
Bro, I got a ticket for the big game. It's sports. Dog, I'm so jealous. You know, I love the big game. Oh, yeah.
And there he goes. The big man has the rock. He's driving so hard through the paint downtown. Alley-oop, alley-oop, alley-oop for the slam dunk. Oh, yeah, bitches. Become a baby. Okay, I really like the ad. Become a baby. Retain your adult knowledge, assume the form of a human infant. Your satisfaction guaranteed. What the fuck is this image? Let's make me some money. I hope the ad is for some pornography. What the fuck is this? Am I in hell? Don't tell me there's like... There's more. I'm not gonna read all of these. I'm not gonna... I can't read every single one of these as a comic. I can't do it. I can't do it. Sweet bro and hello Jeff, I can't wait to
be a useless piece of shit all day and play all these games. Fuck, I'm falling down all these stairs. I warned you about stairs, bro. I told you, Doug. It keeps happening. I told you, man. I told you about stairs.
become a baby. Ugh, there's so many. You don't need to read those, it's not important to the plot. Yeah, but if I'm trying to do like a comprehensive like reading of Homestuck, I almost feel like I should. I'm just gonna read one every once in a while, I think.
Bro, where are your pants? Yeah, dude. I took them off because I was banging your mom for a minute there. And you know, and now you are banging her. Hey, hey, hey.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate this.
Today I put jelly on this hot god. Just how high do you even have to be to do something like that?
What is this? How do you make this? How do you make this? I don't get it. 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 Andrew Hesse, I don't fucking get it. How do you make this? I'm going back to this page. I don't like how it changes my entire... You can't see. Hang on. It even changes like my stuff up here. Like my search bar and all my tabs to be like weirdly colored. Oi. Okay, let's go back. Dave, mouse over the orange stripe containing plush rump. That's the one I looked at! Oh god. Plush rump. Puppets, puppets, puppets. Puppet cams. Free tour. Plush rump. Oh, I hate it. I don't know what this does to me to make me like just viscerally uncomfortable. Like I'm not a person that has a fear of puppets. I just dislike this. For no real good reason, I just don't like it. Gallery, live video, marionette, bunraku, plush, foam, felt, marat, senior wences, chin face, finger puppet. Go on the free tour for all the fuzzy, fluffy, frolicsome fun you can stomach and more. PayPal and the payments. Soft ass quivers foam proboscis at soft ass. Limp legs akimbo. Bet there's a lot of give to that ass. Bounce a coin off of it. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, but the coin will take a good nap there. What the fuck are you writing? What are you writing? What are you fucking writing, Andrew? See, what the fuck is this? Another one of your bro's many ironic websites. The difference here is he rakes in thousands of dollars a month through this enterprise. Smuppets are a multi-billion-dollar a year enterprise, and it's awfully hard to resist taking a firm squeeze from the plump udder of that cash cow. The fuck is this? I hate it. I hate it. Post of these comics are so shitty, it's kind of endearing. Is it endearing? It just makes me uncomfortable for some reason. The UI changes are normal. Minal says that's a good idea, Puddle. You mean like not reading them? Minal, would you rather I not read these fucking things? Also, hi Vodka, welcome to the stream. Wait, Homestuck is a game? Kind of. It's a comic and also a book and also a game and also GIFs and also music videos. It is all the stuff. No, the tea idea, Lamau. Tea idea. Where's the tea idea? Have you tried having some lemongrass tea? It helps me with physical exhaustion. Oh. Well, I do hope that helps me now. Dave, stop wasting time and look for Bros Beta. Oh my god. Like, I don't even... Maybe this is because it's a different era. It's like 2009. I'm sure this was weird for them too, but like, what am I reading right now? What the fuck am I reading? You guess you've messed around on his computer long enough. Better get a move on before it's too late for Rose, or worse yet, your bro catches you. But my god, the rungs. They are transfixing. You know this is ironic and all, and your bro reaches echelons of irony you could only dream of daring to fathom. But on rare occasions, when your guard is down, it all seems a tad unsettling to you. So, like, okay, so what I've gathered here is his older brother is a fucking loser, but he's, like, younger. He's like, well, he's my older brother, and I also really want to be cool, and he's, like, my older brother, and I kind of idolize him for being my older brother. So, like, I must think all this stuff is cool, even though I kind of just don't like it. That's, like, what I'm gathering from Dave. All right. And that kind of fits into the whole mindset. We know that he is, I don't remember if this is confirmed or not, but most likely a canon, like, comp het, you know? Comp, what does that stand for? I forget. Comp. Searching it up. Compulsory. Yeah, because I think he is most certainly gay and wants to kind of hide that. Okay, anyways. It's time to take my medicine also. That was what that alarm was. I don't know if you heard it. Snacks. There we go. Took my medicine and took a sip. Paul says it's lewd without using profanity or the usual terms. It's so fucking weird. It's like Homestuck is such a weird experience. Hang on, I'm just shutting the window because it's kind of cold out. Homestuck is such a weird experience because, like, the typical story would be younger brother who thinks he's really cool and admires his older brother, goes to his older brother's computer, finds porn. But instead, it's no, the younger brother goes to the older brother's computer, finds fucking puppet ass website. Okay. Manal says Compet might be an interesting thing to discuss in a politics stream that focuses on queer stuff, since we have discussed having more talky politics streams. I agree. It is a very interesting conversation. And it's also something we can talk about even on, like, not specifically political focus streams. But yeah. Okay, they're trying to make Cal a little creepy. Like, they're doing the thing where, like, you see it's all pixel, right? It's all pixel art here with, like, very hard lines and rigid stuff like that. But then in the eyes, it's soft shading. And that's supposed to make it feel uncanny. Oh, hey there, Cal. Dave, give little Cal a nervous fist bump. You are sort of starting to flip the fuck out without losing your cool, of course. Yeah, no, I get it. It's kind of awful. Let's read another one of these. Economy. The economy's in ruins. Bruh, time to get my game on, no matter what I'm saying. Or know what I'm saying. And there he goes. The squirrel has his game.
I'm not joking. What did this guy even smoke? This is insane. Haha.
Ugh. Maybe they're right that sometimes video games does cause violence. Haha. Become a baby. Bro, did you get the new hot game that everyone's buzzing about these days?
Dude, you know I did. You know it.
That is so sweet, man. How about a bro hug bump?
Okay, how do we do this?
Let's do this thing.
Let's make this shit work.
We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Why are the faces looking like that? This is incomprehensible. This is like, you know, people talk about like, oh, and like, imagine historians coming back and looking at our memes in like hundreds and hundreds of years. This is fucking like 16 years ago, and I'm looking at this shit going like, what the fuck is this? Oh my god. It's also complicated because its history is not good. Oh? I guess I don't know much about it. All I know is compet means like someone who is like, it's just a phrase for people who like are like kind of like making themselves be in straight relationships but are actually like gay. Pepper, stop laughing. The artifacting is ironic. Am I laughing?
Bro, I got a ticket for the big game.
Oh, it's the one we read. Sweet bro and hello Jeff. Introducing the new friend, Jerome.
Bro, have you seen my socks? Around anywhere? No, dude. Again with the socks. Is it even with you in socks, man? It's like you must be toking up on a joint to make you stoned or something. I can't even think of who leaves all their socks lying around like that. The sock ruse was a distraction. I have the car.
Any he is trying to end himself?
Yeah, bitches. To get my paw on, I need to know what angel to use. It isn't coming out. Shut the fuck up. How do you even... where do you even get a nut that's that big?
Okay, let's take a break from this again. Pastor John, to ease your nerves. Yeah, let's do that. Manassas compet was coined by cis lesbians, and there's a lot of baggage that is connected to TERFs. And also, it historically has been something cis lesbians wouldn't let bi girls use. Oh, really? Like, bi girls also experienced compet, but cis lesbians were just like, but you are attracted to men, so shut up. Huh, I didn't know any of that. I appreciate the knowledge, Manal. Thank you. That is something. That is something. That's something to consider. But I think all the talk about irony is aimless, and Dave just doesn't understand how it works. Yeah, you know, this is a perfect time to be reading all this Dave stuff when after the Minecraft movie came out and everyone saw it for quote-unquote ironic reasons. Good timing. You get Egbert on the line again to give him the lowdown on your progress. You feel it's important to keep the wires hot, but he's not answering. You wonder what that guy is up to.
Hey, what is up? What happened with the monster that's totally definitely in your room? Did you kill it? Where are you, man? Anyway, things are cool here. Totally cool. Puppets are still awesome. No problems with them or anything. Like, just really, really awesome.
Looks like Rose is finally logged in again. Didn't John say her house is burning down? You wonder if she's on fire yet or what? Pester Rose.
Oh, there you are. John said your house is burning down. Are you on fire yet or what?
Oh, I think this is the one we read earlier, right? Yeah, we read this one earlier. Yep, we read that one earlier. Okay. Seconds in the future, but not many. John, what are you doing? Snap out of it. We ought to discuss what your grandmother told you, don't you think? Fine. Enjoy your stupor. I'll go about my business elsewhere. Deploy the punch designix. Okay. Oh, it's another machine. Another spurb machine. Okay. No more piano. change the music again also. And I might actually go take a quick bathroom break. We are just over 2 hours into the stream, and I think now is a good time for a bathroom break. Everyone, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, whatever you need to do. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Love you. Okay, I'm back. That was a short one. That was a short intermission. I'm back. Hello. How long was that? That was only like 4 minutes. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. Better than my usual like 15 minutes. Hello. Paolo says, I think all the talk about irony is aimless and Dave just doesn't understand how it works. As far as I can tell, the consensus on the Minecraft movie is so bad it's good. Which might be Dave's shtick. I said a lot of things about the Minecraft movie yesterday. It's just an advertisement, and I get people coming together to enjoy it, and that's cool, I guess. But also, like, this is going to encourage more movies that are just like pure advertisements that don't have any like movie or story behind them, you know? It's yeah. It's almost, to me it almost feels like people have convinced themselves it's one of those so bad it's good movies. Where I think it's just I'm not gonna get into it right now. I got into it yesterday. Okay. Anyways, okay. Music. Where's my music? There's my music. Okay. More reading. Oh, John, whenever you read this, you should know I put the shell you collected to use and finally deployed the punch designings. It is in your study. I can only drop it though. You'll have to be the one to mess around with it and see what it does. When you're finished with your weird histrionics, maybe you could give it a try. I'm updating my walkthrough, and it would help to know what it does. Okay. No, they have the dad hat. They have the dad hat. Don't take the dad hat. That's the dad hat. And they have the face glasses.
Those bitches.
Yeah, that face. Yeah, those bitches. Also, I should probably warn you that your house and yard are completely infested with monsters now. Try to be careful. So I can see. Stupid lousy imps. They're mucking up all my cool stuff. Oh, there you are. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm not sure what came over me. I was acting really crazy for some reason. But my head feels like it's clearing up. I think I'm alright now. John, rebuild the claw hammer and return it to Specibus. You're getting way better at this sort of thing. Hell yeah. John, confront Pogo Ride to prepare yourself for Nana. This is a gif I've seen that has kind of become a little bit more popular also from Homestuck. I'll be able to point out some of the gifs that are like popular. This is one of them. I like the zoomed out version from the window. Thank God your sanity has returned so you can entertain extremely rational, coherent thoughts like this one. You examine the Pogo Ride from the bathroom window. You do not like what you see. Where's the music? Click Giddy Up. Use arrows to operate Pogo Ride. Go for insane combos. Okay. I'm using the arrows. I'm also not noticing any music. It says use arrows keys to operate Pogo Ride. It's not working. It's not working. Oh, there we go. It's still not working. Yeah, you're doing great on the Pogo Ride. You're doing amazing. Those sons of bitches, no one risks painful injury on your green slime ghost Pogo Ride. No one but you. Maybe try WASD. I am trying that too. The current high score is 0. Would you like to submit? No. Click Giddy Up. Use arrow keys to operate Pogo Ride. There you go. Now it's working. There we go. That doesn't work as well. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Combo. I have to actually like time it. It's not just like click them as fast as possible. Okay. Pesky. Submit. Alright. There we go. I'm gonna also try WASD. Yeah, okay, yeah. And then Bat says, sorry y'all, I gotta go. Have good rest of the stream. Thank you, Bat. See you later. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye. Vok, are you still here? I saw that Pablo had to go run some errands. Rose, drop something heavy on one of those imps. Well, there you go. My piano! Sorry, no nuance to those controls at all. I was hoping to bludgeon the imp without letting go of it. Guess I can't really do that. A broken piano isn't the end of the world, though. I guess you're right. You need to pick up the spoils in person. I can't interact with the grist. So that means I have to go out the back door? Yes. Is there a problem? Well, it may sound dumb, but I was hoping to avoid Nana and her spooky ghost cookies. You're right. That does sound kind of dumb. Can you see her in the kitchen? Yeah. What's she doing? Is she baking? You could say that. Are you sure you can't get the grist up to me somehow? Maybe. Rose, use pogo ride to fling grist through window. Doesn't look like the grist is going anywhere. You just never know with these gaming abstractions. Drop pogo ride in John's bathroom. Oh. Okay. Well, that kind of works. John, get grist. There you go. Oh, yep. There you go. Now, why don't you check out the Designix? You can do with that while I get to work. On what? Piano level up for slaying the imp. The piano, in its valiant effort, has unfortunately been slain. But if it hadn't, it would have raked in so many boondollars. You have no idea. So many. See, it's stuff like this that makes me wonder, like, maybe some people are still submitting answers? I don't know. Rose, it's time to build. That's a lot of those imps around. Nana said to build, so that's what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, okay. But this is sure going to take a lot of grist. Looks like you're going to be busy, John. Well, what are you doing? What are you building? Stairs. They're fairly expensive, actually. Oh, man. I could have warned you about stairs, Rose. Is this gonna become a meme because of the fucking... this? I warned you about stairs. Maybe we should read a couple more. We have to get through all of them.
I just do not believe what I saw. What kind of skills even are those? Stunts you just pulled.
I could tell you, but I would have to kill you.
God. Damn.
Sports. In my dream, I am the star. It's me. And then the big man comes for a little one-on-one. But it turns out to be crazy what kind of dunks this guy has. Dunk? I'm telling you, air like that is unreal. It doesn't even happen. The co-art is on fire. Dude, come get the ruler. Check this out. Okay, dude, no. You're holding it wrong, dude. No, dude. Dude, hurry, look, he's escaping from above. Dude, no, let me show you. No, dude, fuck, no, fuck. Dude, you gotta flip it. Turn ways. Fuck, Jesus, dude. Okay. That was weird. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff goes shopping. In Splaj go shopping. Jerome.
Not all the cottons are the same. What's the difference?
The selection has too many prices and values.
God damn. It's like, who needs this fucking bullshit? It's so infuriating shit. Where's the manager?
And there he goes. He has the manager's attention.
And now the
now the police are involved. Jesus Christ. Jesus Chris. Haha, I can't believe what he made take place.
This is so weird. Fucking Nancho party. Getting my nacho on. Oh. To be continued. How far am I in this? Oh, does it say what number this is? It's number 12. Out of like fucking 46 or something? Is Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff in fucking Nacho Party Part 2?
Shit, bro, you scared me, dump ass.
Dump ass?
Who were you expecting? The Easter Bunny?
Shit, now look, Einstein. They're falling. Bro. Okay.
Warning, the recipe zone. Are you brave enough to enter? No, I'm not. I'm not brave enough to enter whatever the fuck this is. I'm going back. Oh. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Okay. Oh, that's too bad. No, no, why are you still here? Why are you still here? Go away. I went back to escape you. Oh, jeez. I'll try recouping some of the grist from the catwalk I built earlier. It keeps happening! Good. Looks like I can get some refund for earlier allocations. I told you, Rose. I told you about stairs. We really are doing the stairs thing. Okay. Consider me fully briefed on the matter of stairs. Now, if you don't mind, it's hard enough to concentrate on this without immersing ourselves in Strider's non sequitur. Do you know he thinks puppets are cool? Does he? He's so dumb. Rose, use Bill Grist to construct observation tower on roof. That's a lot. I'm sure that used a lot. Yeah, it did. Look at that. Look at that. All gone. Okay, you obviously don't have enough grist yet for something that ambitious, but you can't get started with something of a foundation for upward construction, at least. That is true. That has happened. John, check cabinets for imps or useful items. No imps in here, just a lot of shaving cream. Dads love shaving. It's basically all they do when they're not baking, that is. Bring 2 cans of shaving cream. That shot whatever that is out. You capture like 2 cans of shaving cream, just in case. You never know when you'll need to bust out a hilarious shaving cream Santa bread to ratchet up your prankster's gambit. Your telescope goes flying out the window. Ride pogo ride. It's a little cramped in here for any sort of proper reckless pogoing. You'll just grab it and hang on to it until the right moment presents itself. You can caps lock the whole fucking thing? Alright. The towel floats back down to the rack. The circle of stupidity is complete. Rose, check up on Nanaquin. See what's cooking. Oh dear. At least the imps don't seem to care that much about her, I guess. Oh, they want a cookie though. Oh shit. Only for June. Make your way to the study. So, I'm very curious about the existence of these things, because it's implied that they only came into existence when they started the game, so like within this day, but like with all the like clothes and stuff they have being influenced from how June Egbert started the game, which is why they're all dressed up like weird Harlequin things. But like, did they have lives before this? Curious. Oh, they're everywhere. Oh, don't play with that thing like that. Oh, it's a little too sexual. Oh, that's kind of weird to do. What are you doing? Looks like the imps have taken a shining to the Cruxtruder. Cruxite and black goo everywhere. Do they goo? Do they like excrete goo? Because that's something. John, ride Slimer Pogo and one-up that imp. Oh, shit. Well, okay, it's not a Slimer Pogo, but you mount it anyways and brandish your deadly armaments. John, ride your steed to victory. There you go. This is incredibly dangerous. Yeah, it looks like it. John, flip the fuck out. Let's see how they like the old double-barrel lather blaster. Whoops, oh shit. Mr. John, respectfully ask that you please stand up. Okay. Don't move or the pogo gets it? Okay. Why are they all... Don't move or the pogo gets it! He should be saying that in his voice, probably. Now, sir boy, flee from this boorish rabble post-haste. Sweet. Fucking sweet. Nice abscond, dude. Refrigerator, level up for slaying the imp. Oh, well, there you go. Now, I guess also, you can't get through there. Oh, that's flash warning again. The refrigerator skyrockets up the ladder to a new rung. 5-star General Electric and earns 285 boon dollars. Things are really looking up for this feisty appliance. Well done, John. Polite congratulations. For some reason, you feel a sense of positive reinforcement. Wherever that feeling is coming from, it sure is a welcome change from your erratic moods earlier. Now, my civil fellow, I have a well-mannered query to ask. I blocked the entrance to the study to give you some space to work with the Zynics. John, Imp's behind you. Should I take care of it? You trapped your PDA again, didn't you? Why did you have to pick up all that stupid shaving cream? So pointless. I like June. She's just kind of like she's just a silly girl. She's just a silly girl. Drop something heavy on one of those imps. Oh, there's another one of those cards. Oh, shit. That worked, I guess. This house is getting real messy. I bet, like, Andrew Hussey had to have, like, a map of the house to remember what, like, every room looked like and everything like that, like, the last time it was seen. John, might I bother you for a can opener? Oblivious to the commotion behind you, suddenly you can find yourself pondering the whereabouts of a can opener. You think there is probably one in the kitchen, but the path is blocked by your refrigerator. John is completely unresponsive. What the hell is this nincompoop doing? Years in the future. But let's not get totally carried away there. A studious eye darts around a page like a honeybee, gathering the nectar of wisdom. Please, thank you, you are welcome, good day, how do you do, splendid, and you, gratification. Typical human. Further courtesy, favor is mutually, curried. Rip. Burp, munch. Are you eating it? That's not how you get knowledge, is it? Elixir known as tea. Absurd, vestige, flourish, digit is cantilevered. Everyone is polite. Rip. Chew, rip, munch. Okay. Okay, the wayward vagabond is eating books. Trying to learn how to be more human-like, I guess. Alright, and we're back to this. More game facts. Or tell me these are like the actual game facts. Screen captures part 1. I can't take as many as I'd like to for comprehensive... Okay. I can't take as many as I'd like to for comprehensive documentation. For what it's worth. Here's what I've managed to collect so far. More captures forthcoming. And then it's these links. Co-player John assesses environment after transition to medium, followed by sprite sans kernel, prototyped once pre-hatch. Completely useless in this form. Severed from suburban grid, house remains mysteriously powered. Convenience presumably facilitated by a game which perhaps deems navigating powerless house to be a handicap less in keeping with spirit of game's principal statement of challenge. I should probably be reading these in her voice also. Internet connection remains stable as well. Likely remain stable until the internet itself is compromised by some external threat. Something like, oh, let's say, hackers. Kill monsters, get grist, build onto the house. That's the game. Didn't know what the point of this was at the time. Floundering trial and error on exhibit. Unsuccessful attempt at tier 2 prototyping. Knowing what I know now, I might have avoided using a back-breaking Vade mecham for practical jokesters rife with antiqued lexicon and racist aphorisms. Either that, or I may have tried harder to succeed. Final screen capture before I lost my internet signal for a time. I don't know what happened thereafter, but when I returned, the car was nowhere to be found, and the driveway plateau was a state of disrepair. The mysteries, will they ever cease? Hello, welcome to the stream, Rhea, Homestuck, thank you for stopping by. Oh, cool, Homestuck. Yeah, I'm reading the Homestucks. Hello, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy. My name is Pepper, and I'm reading Homestuck. Oh, and doing voices for the characters. Sprite, prototyped once more with Grandma's remains. She treats John to some helpful exposition in a friendly and maternal, grandmaternal manner. Weirdo. Okay. Co-player has displayed inexplicably capricious behavior since arrival. Stress-related. Contracted virus indigenous to realm. It could be noted he was kind of a weird guy anyway. Designix deployed. Still no clue what this does. At mercy of co-player's foolish prioritization tendencies. grist payload from slain foe. Whether I deal damage or co-player does, yield is same. Though I have significant advantage in battle, taking measures into my own hands deprives John of hand-to-hand combat experience, which ostensibly will become more critical later. Building the point. Building upward, the point, sharpened and directed. Ria says, this has to be like my 12th Homestuck read-through I've seen. Oh, really? Wow. I have never watched a Homestuck read-through. I read it up until the huge hiatus back in the day when I was like a decade ago, and now I'm rereading it as an adult and looking at it a little bit more critically and just also reading through it, generally. And pointing out weird stuff when it happens. Come here, burpee. Steeds, what steeds? Has the whirlwind a home in your manes? Is there a sensitive ear, alert as a flame in your every fiber? Hearing the familiar song from above, all in one accord, you strain your bronze chests and hooves barely touching the ground, turn into straight lines, cleaving the air, and all inspired by God, it rushes on. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck he's doing here. Barbasol Bandit. That's kind of funny. Another one of those things. Really? Egbert family? Really? Oh, geez. A view of his kidnapped father's room. I can't see in here for some reason. Perhaps this is because John himself has never entered in the room. It is possible that I can see only, in a sense, what John can see, or has seen already. I have not found the time to discuss this with him yet. If he enters the room, the question may answer itself. Okay. Construct a loft above John's room. Okay. This is an interesting... I guess that's platform to help. That took 40 grist, it looks like. Yep. That's a weird looking house. Very messy. Oh, a ladder? Interesting. And now we're at 0 grist again. Ladders does seem to be a bit cheaper than stairs. Fellow John, it appears we have reached an impasse. Yes, it seems so. The opener dilemma remains unsettled, most unfortunately. It is unfortunate, I guess. What are we talking about again? But it has been a pleasure nonetheless. Thanks for the courtesy. It's not really necessary, but thanks anyways. Oh, but thank you. Okay. Please, thank you, please, thank you, please, thank you. Thank you so very, very much, my dear favorable small primate. Should I be doing a voice for the Wayward Vagabond? Oh, she's struggling. She is the most, like, productive person here, I guess. I should take my leave now, John. Until next time. So Wayward Vagabond left. Wait, where did all this sweet loot come from? And why is there suddenly a crumpled hat on your head? John, gather grist, examine Designix. Feeling especially economical with your behavior suddenly, you scoop up all the grist in the room and turn your attention to the punch Designix all in one fell swoop. The device features a countertop station design with a keyboard setup, not unlike an old-fashioned computer. There is a blinking red light and a diagram etched into a panel. So, you know, something I gotta say about this stream is we're 2.5 hours in, and it's funny that I called this stream What is Homestuck Even About? Because not nearly as much has happened in this stream as in the first stream, which is kind of what the opposite of what I expected, because like with my announcement for the stream, I put like, let's actually like delve into the story now that it's actually beginning, since the game of Spurb has begun. But it's actually interesting that instead it is a lot slower all of a sudden than when it was last stream. Interesting stuff. Hopefully it picks up again, because this, I will say, to be honest, it's been kind of boring. Not completely like, I'm tired of this, but like, it's been quite uneventful, honestly. Like, this stream so far has been a riddle explanation of where June is, which is like in this void, which we already knew. Rose explaining more game facts of just information we already knew, just because like she's summarizing stuff, and then Dave kind of just like having an existential crisis about the puppets. We haven't had any much like actual like progress. We've had more character development to a degree with Dave at least, but not really with anyone else too much. Rhea says Homestuck's pacing is theoretical. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean it's theoretical? Ikunya burpee. Rose, answer Dave.
Okay, wait, hold on. Why am I getting this stupid game for you? You're the one who should be wrist deep in puppet ass.
What? Dave, you need to fucking chill. What is the specific problem?
The problem is I am up to my goddamn neck in fucking puppet dong.
What are you... Chill, Dave. Just chill. It's okay. Get out of that room. It's fine. You know you like the mannequin dick. Accept it. Andrew Hussey's barely disguised fetish? Question mark?
I am enrobed in chafing, wriggling god fucking damn puppet pelvis. An obscenely long, coarse Kermit cock is being dragged across my anguished face.
An obscenely long, coarse Kermit cock. I read this when I was fucking 14. What the fuck? Let's put this into perspective. You put up with a puppet prostate because you love it. Also, coarse is a good word. The puppet prostate? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Homestuck? What happened to the story? Why are we focusing on puppet dick? What happened? What happened?
You don't seem to harbor any sympathy for the fact that I've burrowed fuck deep into lively, fuffly, muppet buttock. I'm whirling in the terrible cyclone at the epicenter of my personal, holocaust of twitching foam noses. It's like a fucking apocalypse of perky proboscis here. Like, they're proboscalypse, I guess.
Are you going to start rapping about this?
What? No, listen.
Prong of flesh, bereft of home. Found solace twixt a cleft of foam.
No. Oh, Jesus.
Of apocalypse your thoughts eclipse, a painted pair of parted lips, that dare through kiss to stir the air, that teases tufts of orange hair, and through faces flush and lovers' fits, hands snug and plush as gloves befit.
Okay, Dickinson, if you can shut your perfumey trap for half a second. This is serious.
There's more of Dave being misogynistic.
I'm just saying, if I see one more soft, bulbous bottom being, like, kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, I'm gonna fly off the handle. I'm gonna do some sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and win, like, a medal or some shit.
Then let's hope there will be a squishy derriere somewhere below the handle to break your fall. Rhea says, Puppet Dick is the story. You don't get it. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean it is the story? What are you talking about? It can't be. John, observe back of the first visible caps log card. You flip over the top card containing your pogo ride. Anytime you caps log something, a new code appears on the back of the card. You've always wondered what the code was for. Damn, these things are hard to read, but then you've never really found any reason to decipher them. Until now, perhaps. John, examine reverse side of hammer card in Strife Specibus. Looks like cards from your Strife deck have codes too. John, enter capture code as seen on back of Pogo Ride card. You enter the code into the keyboard. At least you think that's what the code is. The red light switches off. A green light begins blinking. Insert card. Punch. Type in 0. In the interest of due diligence, you enter the other code and repeat the process with that card too. Both cards are now punched with different hole patterns. Attempt to retrieve Pogo from card. Oh, that should just be a simple matter of... Uh-oh. It looks like it's trapped now. You don't see how you can access the item anymore, or store a new item there for that matter. These cards are pretty much useless now, and the items they contain are toast. But maybe all is not lost. Recalling from your experience with the pre-punched card, you may be able to use the cards to replicate the items in question. Assuming you got the codes right, that is. Mash keys heedlessly. Not quite through with your cowboy empiricism yet. You mash at the keyboard to generate a random code. You enter the Designix stops you after 8 characters, which appears to be the maximum length for a code. The green light goes on, signaling its readiness for a card. Welcome to the stream, Bored AF. How are you doing? If a house harboring 1,000 crows, what is the house now? It's a house harboring 1,000 crows. Yeah. What is a house that's harboring 1,000 crows? What does it become? It becomes a house of harboring 1,000 crows. Crowded? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Also, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here, Bored AF. I am Pepper. I'm reading Homestuck. Thank you for stopping by. Non-bean, hi and goodbye. Alright, hi and goodbye. You figure you might as well burn the shaving cream since the product is not exactly at a premium in your household. You also figure you might as well merge the 2 cans on to 1 card. You're a little sad that your dad isn't around for this. You have a feeling he would get a real kick out of the idea of duplicating more shaving cream. I guess he would, wouldn't he? Interesting. Okay. You punch the card with a pattern that is in no way related to the code for the item it contains. This should make for an interesting experiment. Mad science is a lot of fun. Unfortunately, you just burned another card in the process. Your deck is really dwindling now. Maybe you should have thought this through a little better. On the plus side, you just freed up your PDA, which is overflowing with pent-up chatter of anxious pesterers. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh? What is it? Is Rose dropping another thing, or is there a being? Oh, shit. That's a lot. This house is getting real messed up. Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah, that thing's dead. John, answer your chums. You're not going to examine this situation at all? I'd be kind of terrified. Nowhere in the house is safe. Puppets. Awesome. That's really all there is to say on the matter. Turntech Godhead changed his mood to rancorous. John, I'm about to throw a bathtub through your wall. Watch out. Oh, I see. Okay. Fun. Wow, that was so totally unnecessary. I made a shortcut upstairs. I thought it would be a good idea to get up there and try the cards as soon as possible. Also, you weren't being terribly responsive. You mean these stairs? Man, look at these shitty stairs. They're so narrow. How am I supposed to climb those? They're perfectly navigable. I'm saving on grist for now. If you keep slaying foes, collecting grist, and expanding the cash limit, we may not need to be so economical with our resources in the future. Okay. Rhea says, Dad Egbert is an icon, a true man of quality. We'll have to see how he's characterized more. So far, he is just a clown man who's currently disappeared. Jodi's home. Jodi's home. I'm streaming.
I know you're streaming.
How's your work?
It was good.
You didn't text me that you were on your way.
No, I didn't.
Why?
I didn't.
Bitch.
Fuck you.
Ah. How was it?
It was fine.
Okay, I was worried because it feels like chilly out, and also the weather's bad.
Yeah. They also gave me way more to deliver than they ever have on a Sunday before, but like I got help and it was fine. So.
Okay, that's good. I'm happy to see you, honey.
Happy to see you too.
Rhea says you'll see.
You will all see.
So I see Manal's in the chat. Hi, Manal.
Now, are you still here? That was like 30 minutes ago.
Now and I were also just texting.
Okay,
so
yeah. Hi, Manal. I don't know if you're still here or not. This stream has been, as I was saying a few minutes ago, a lot more boring than the previous stream. This little story bit of Homestuck has been a lot more slow. Manal says, still here. Do you have any thoughts, Manal? Because it's been... I'm sure not really, because it has been pretty uneventful. Anyways, let's continue. You fell asleep again, lol? Okay.
Oh, that's my Manal, alright.
That's Jodi's Manal, alright. So why didn't you just build a way up through that hole in my dad's room? Have you ever been in there? No. Exactly. Huh? I'd rather not get sidetracked. I'm more interested in further exploring the mechanics of the game than watching you discover what sort of outlandish Harlequin decor your father keeps in his room. Oh, come on. What's the big deal? I'll just climb up and go right through. Will you? Yeah, why not? Are you saying you've never wondered what's in there, or why it's been kept a secret from you? Well, I mean... Then trust me, you won't be going right on through. Wait, are you saying there's something, like, troubling in there? I don't know. What do you mean? What do you see in there? I can't see in there. Oh. But I don't have a very good feeling about it. Whatever. I think I can handle a few more stupid clown paintings. Rose, move punched cards to John's room. Manal says, it's a lot more boring than I was expecting, but it seems like that's just the vibe until things get more involved. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the first stream, like, if you do want to go back and watch the first stream, it is genuinely, so far in my experience with doing the first stream and also this stream, it's a lot more interesting. The first stream was a lot more engaging and interesting. This one is a lot more slow. But we're gonna move on forwards anyways, and hope that it picks up. Rose, drag some Cruxite dowels up to John's room. John, collect grist, examine safe. You swoop up the bountiful supply of grist generated by your co-player's recent exploits. From now on, it will probably go without saying that you'll nab any grist lying around without making a big fuss over it. You check out the busted safe, which has made a noble sacrifice in battle. Some of your father's odds and ends have spilled out, including some old newspaper clippings, and 2 rather hefty tomes. It's a fair bet that these books comprised at least half the weight of the safe. Should we go back and read more Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff?
You read Sweet Bro and Hello?
I'm having to. Look at all this shit. You know what? You know about this?
I know about exactly one Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff comic.
Jodi.
I warned you about those stairs.
Yeah, that's like the main one.
Yeah.
Become a baby.
Okay.
Become a baby.
No, I'm good.
Look at this face. Jodi, become a baby.
I'm okay.
Become a baby.
Why are you reading Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff?
Because I'm trying to do like a full dive into all of Homestuck, and this is part of it, so
Wait,
I have to.
It's part of it?
Yeah.
What?
It's part of it. Like, these characters don't exist. It's a comic within Homestuck.
It is?
Yeah.
What?
It's like,
Is
what?
that where it comes from?
Yeah?
I didn't know that.
What do you mean? You didn't know it was part of Homestuck?
No.
You thought it was just a completely separate thing?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's just a Homestuck thing. Like the character.
No, I believe you. I just didn't know that.
Interesting. Chapter 3, about nachos. Last time on Swaj. Okay, twist your head to read this, you stupid fuck ass. I'm not gonna do that. Also, I was talking earlier a bit with Manal in the chat about how, you know, all those things that you talk about on Tumblr where people are like, oh yeah, I remembered it. Listen up, chuckle fucks.
Yeah.
That is a lot of Homestuck, unfortunately, and I blame Homestuck.
That does not surprise
I
me.
blame Homestuck for a lot of that.
Yeah.
Anyways. Anyway, the bottom line was, what do you do with these nachos falling in the air? Chapatter 4. Why don't you take a picture?
Why don't you take a picture? It will last longer. Oh, wow. He was right. That shit's lasting forever.
What I'm trying to do is, because there's apparently, like, actually a lot of pages of this, I'm trying to just go through a few every once in a while.
Dude, are you done with the nachos in there? Jeez, fuck, how can you even be this greedy? Just slide some under the bathroom door.
What's this guy? Is even his problem? Is like head got broadside school fed up the bone bulge.
What? What do you mean?
Shit, let's be Santa. Fuck. Come on. Sign. Fuck. Who would even make these? Conk soccer boots anyways.
That's weird to say. Bimp.
And the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature.
Yeah, there's another mark for the Homestuck being a little weird. Like, what's the point of this joke? I don't get it. Huh?
I
Oh, those look beautiful, Jodi.
I just got some new Mary Janes, and they're really. I like
Marijuana?
them. What?
Marijuana?
No.
You said Mary Jane's.
Yeah, that's what these shoes are called.
Jodi got some new shoes. Those are beautiful, Jodi.
Thank you.
Those are beautiful. Jodi, those look so good on you.
Thank you.
Did you see the bad Homestuck joke?
No. What? What?
It's
I
just.
don't even understand, like, what...
Oh, these boots, they're so bad. Who made them? Immigrants? That's the joke.
Oh, who would even... Oh, I didn't even see the... Okay, who would even make these part? But still, like, what? It doesn't make...
It's just bad.
It's not even just racist, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. It's just bad. I mean, it is part of the Hella Jeff comics, but still, it's bad.
Are the Hella Jeff comics, like, an intentionally bad thing? Because that's, like, a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Ria says, I don't think it's boring. Then again, I'm a Homestuck. I mean, I used to be a Homestuck. It was like my favorite thing. I was obsessed as a teenager. And now I'm just rereading it with more of a critical mind and kind of trying to analyze things about it and see how I feel about it as an adult. Ria says, also, I think the point of that joke is that Spaj is just very stupid and a purposely bad comic. It is, but also, like, it's still being racist. It doesn't mean that the racism isn't there, you know? It's not even, like, making fun of the racism. I mean, to a degree you could say it is, but it's also just doing it still. So it's like, what's the point? Anyways. But yeah, no, I'm a Homestuck too. I like Homestuck. I love Homestuck, actually, quite a bit. It was an enormous thing in my growing up. And in me figuring out my own identity. And I think it's important to be able to go back to it and, like, take a new critical look at it. Okay, examine Family Tome of Humor. It's another copy of Colonel Sassacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery. This one looks really old, perhaps an original printing. Could it be the same one involved with your grandmother's unfortunate accident on that fateful day? Dad would never speak a word about it, but maybe Nana wouldn't be so tight-lipped. You give it a cursory perusal. It appears to be similar to your reprinting, listing all the japes and chicanery you have come to know and love. You capsulog it, thinking you might give it a closer look later. John, examine contents of safe. By the way, Ria, what pronouns do you use? How should I refer to you? I use she, her. How should I refer to you, Ria, in the chat? Examine contents of safe. The Fatherly Gents Shaving Almanac. You take a look at the other book. You're sure Dad thought this was a scintillating read, but it looks pretty boring to you. Maybe you'll crack into it someday when you're old enough to shave. Everything in the safe was obviously very important to your father. You wonder why he kept it locked away from you. Some things about him you will never understand. Ria says, she here. Okay, thank you. The common pornographer. Space rocks knock local burbs block off. Populace oblivious to broader significance of events, assuming there is any, which there definitely isn't. Shortly after 4 a.m. today, a downpour of meteors in a residing neighborhood became yet another instance in a pattern of recent rocky cosmological phenomena. The incident, aside from property damage and loss of life, was downplayed by authorities as not all that big of a deal. Despite the many dead? It seems he has been collecting scraps from the news over the years. These articles go back decades. It says Monday, April 13th, but what? It says 19. So that's implying that Spurb has been getting played for decades. Like, people have been playing this game for decades. That's very interesting. I didn't realize that. Because, like, that says Monday, April 13th, which is April 13th again. But, like, 19. That starts to say 19 something. Very interesting. Look at the piece of paper taped to the wall. Son, if you are reading this, it means you are now strong enough to lift the safe. You are now a man. As such, you are entitled to what is inside. I know you will take this responsibility seriously. I am so proud of you. Aww. Also weird, but aww. Ria says, I love that because of how Homestuck reuses numbers shortly after 4 a.m. is almost certainly 4:13 a.m. That, you're so right, actually. Didn't even think about that. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it is fun. It's similar with how I do that with the number 72 everywhere. Turn the card over. Oh, and 13 again. You guess this is the combination to the safe. This is completely useless. 24913. Examine back of caps log card on the floor. You guess these are all zeros, or are they capital zeros? Or are they capital O's? Zeros would probably make more sense for an empty card, do you think? Or are these like a couple of D's? Who knows? Caps log the card. Oh. Well, that sucks. You might have needed that, maybe. I don't know. Enter code on back of the card into DesignX. Oh, that's a lot of stuff right there. 1111111111. Punch card. Oh no. One of them has gotten through. You've caps logged a caps log card. You've caps logged a caps logged card. Caps logged caps log card. You punch holes in it. Wait, John, before you punch that. Oh, I was about to say, if you first took note of the code, then remove the card from the card, you could have punched the blank one. You'd have only burned one card instead of two. Oh, yeah, you're right. Damn it. Throw that hat down in disgust. What hat? Oh, the hat you have on you. Yeah. Bye-bye. John, caps log punched, caps logged, caps log card. Hey, that's the thing I said. Kind of. Oh, sweet catch. What was that? Was that the PDA? Oh, that is a good catch. Rose, good job. That could have been really bad. What? John, you really need to be careful with this. Take PDA. The 2 card selects inventory of dumbasses. Oh. Level up. We've now gone from Plucky Tot to Fidgety Bopper to Ankle Biter to Champ Fry to Pesky Urchin. Sweet. Colonel Sasker, level up for slaying the imp. Oh my god. Oh, flashing lights again. The Colonel soars to new heights on his echelon, reaching the rung one-man julep vacuum and pockets 9,550 boon dollars. Chump change for the genteel, aristocratic Southern Colonel. Bathtub, level up for slaying the imp. The bathtub surges heroically and surpasses the rung Archimedes Aqua Cradle, proceeding directly to vaunted rung Taft Jammer. The tub makes off with a cool 490 boon dollars. The tub's base and capacity remains unaffected. Safe, level up for slaying the imp. Oh my god. The safe was slain in the battle. A great flaming nautical pyre carries it off to Valhalla. Shut the fuck up. What do you mean Valhalla? Make your way up those stairs post-haste. You're not sure. They look pretty precarious to you, but you've been assured the stairs are perfectly navigable. Lad, scramble. Oh, what even happened there? That was the goddamn stupid stairs. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ignore Lil Cal, or Dave, ignore Lil Cal and find the beta. Or we're going back to Dave? Okay. Okay. You wander over to the place where your bro keeps his sweet turntable gear. Man, that setup is sweet. You feel pangs of jealousy whenever you walk by it. Really cool jealousy, though. Like the kind where, instead of getting all worked up about it, you don't actually give a shit. One of your brother's rad and extremely expensive ninja swords is missing, though. You know this drill all too well. Trouble's a brewin'. Take expensive ninja sword. What sword? You have the fucking jigsaw puppet? That's not usually how the jigsaw puppet works. But, alright. Let's do some more Sweet Bro and Hot Shove. Because I want to get through this shit. Staring the nude dog Peaches. Holy shit, that dog is huge. Probably wants a treat. What the fuck? Is there anything you do that's not falling down that dog? Shithead, that's too hard to read. Shithead. Well, time to put the spoon back in the drawer. Shit. Get out of this horn, this ass. No, you shit, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, turn the spoon first, you shit. Oh no, this is still this one talking. No, you shit, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, turn the spoon first, you shit. Okay, now you turned it full ways. Turn it back, then start over. Fuck. Dude, open that drawer first, then punt the spoon in. Dude, you closed it too soon. Listen, you shit, turn it half ways, not whole ways, you piece of shit. Ah, you fucked up again. Open it wider. You complete shit, you fucking shit. That was gay. Stop being gay, you gay fucking shit. Homophobia. Put the drawer back in the hole and turn the spoon flat ways.
It was at that point when I got distracted by his mom's hot ass.
Alright. Okay, whatever. Cool. Rhea says, oh, by the way, these comics came out as Homestuck things, so some of them technically could be counted as spoilers. Oh. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't read them all then? Maybe I won't. I don't. Maybe that just gives me the opportunity to not have to read them. Exit your bro's room. You approach the exit. There's something on the door you haven't seen before. It looks like one of your bro's ironic comics he left for you to check out. Why is Cal mobile? Why is little Cal mobile? That shouldn't be allowed. What have I done? Animal? Please start breathing. Oh god, please breathe. Okay, make believe is over. Oh god, oh god. What will Nanny do to me if she finds out? No one can ever know. I have to hide the body, but where? Think. Imagination, arg. The one time I really need you. Click. Hello, Ralph. I want to play a game.
I want to play a game.
Oh, whatever. Alright. What is this? Why is this so weird? What's with all the fucking puppets? Okay, some of the stuff you know he's just leaving around to get under your skin. This is obviously another ploy in his relentless siege of one-upmanship to get your goat. The same goat you've been meaning to bleat like, ironically. But that will still have to wait for a more appropriate time. Like, what? At this point, I'm convinced for you to have to go through all the effort to, like, draw all the puppet stuff, that Andrew Hussey also has, like I said earlier, like, some Andrew Hussey's, like, barely disguised fetish. There's something going on. You said there's, like, a date. That makes sense. Let me see if I can find it. I don't see it. I don't see a date anywhere. I mean, also, Hussey clearly likes puppets and clowns. It seems so. Quite a bit. I don't see a date anywhere. Huh, I guess I'm wrong, actually. Oops. No worries. Okay. You think he knows that deep down you feel like you're still not ironic enough to get stuff like this, and this is probably some weird gauntlet he's throwing down to see if you will get it. But honestly, you think that this material is just a little too ironic. You just don't need to see this shit right now. It's weird, because, like, there's also acknowledgement of this stuff being, like, too much. I don't know what to make of it. It's interesting. Dave, go into kitchen. No sign of bro in here either. Well, aside from the absurd quantity of awesome, dangerous stuff he leaves lying around. Dave, transfer katana to Strife Specibus. With an escalating sense of threat, you think it's time you shift your katana to your Specibus. You figure it's better to free up the card anyway, since you might need to grab some of this stuff. Dave, set blender to mixed. You guys bro stuck some fake blood capsules in that puppet. Pretty gross. See, like, it's this stuff that's like, this doesn't have any point in the story. It's just kind of happening. So it's just becoming a bit, you know? Boy F says, what do you call a cat that fused with a banana? A banana. Oh, thank you for adding to the mood. Oh. Rhea says, Andrew Hussey owns a real life Lil Cal, so I hope he's not into it. Does he? Goodness gracious. Manal says, how much longer do you expect the stream to go? Probably not much longer. I've been going for 3 hours now. I'm usually between 3 and 4 hours on my length of stream. Were you wanting me to end soon? Polo says, I am back and I have food. Nice. You spot one of your bro's many webcams nearby, recording the incident. It seems you have just been an unwitting accessory to some sort of grisly puppet snuff film. You're not totally sure how you feel about that. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's kind of fucking weird. Dave, caps lock Buster sword from behind microwave. Okay, you killed Jigsaw. Good job. Manal says, yeah, I gotta go shopping at some point. Okay, I can end it relatively soon. Dave, caps lock Buster sword from behind microwave. This might be the only thing in the whole apartment that's a bigger piece of shit than your own sword. You put it back behind the microwave where it belongs. Oh, I wonder what Jodi will think of that. Jodi's like upstairs in the bathroom or something. I'm gonna point that out and Jodi's gonna be upset. I'm pretty sure that's like Cloud Sword from Final Fantasy. Dave set blender to crush ice. It's just sort of bouncing around in there. You're making it a bit of a mess now. I didn't even notice that the head went in there. Yeah, it did. Hide evidence in microwave. Oh dear. See, like, his hobbies are cool and all, and guess he's got to put his shit somewhere, but what if you just wanted to heat up a burrito or something? This kitchen is pretty much useless. Grab those fireworks. You capture all the fireworks the sink has to offer. You just know these are going to come in handy. Why would they be in the sink if they weren't? Looks like one of them is still stuck in the garage disposable. Garbage disposable. Garbage disposable? I can't say words. Garbage disposal. Dave, captchulog shurikens. Pedal says this Buster Sword is actually impractical for people who aren't anime protags or the Hulk. Yeah. Yeah. You grab the shurikens and, hey, careful where you're putting stuff. Especially if you're looking to turn your Solidex into a powder keg full of sharp things. Yeah, you don't want to launch stuff out haphazardly. You put the box of fireworks back into card 5 and prepare to start, or card 3 apparently. That settles that, you guess. Take Nunchaku. You take the Nunchaku, once again grabbing without thinking ahead. Good job. First, you capture the box again, while adeptly avoiding the shuriken trap, which you yourself set only moments ago. Dude dodge. Wow, awesome. You can round up all the fireworks, time to regroup here. Dave capture each shuriken individually. Okay. You grab each shuriken one at a time, knocking out those nunchaku, but no worries, you've got a plan. Capture nunchucks. You take the nunchucks, everything seems to be in order now. It would have been badass to go with the authentic Japanese names for each weapon, but sometimes you just got to compromise with this modus. Dave, examine fetch modus. You flip over your fetch modus and check out the back. You're not really sure where it is you're keeping this thing. Oh well, who cares? See, I'm more interested in this stuff, because seems to be like actual story bits. Dave, press eject button. Oh hell no, not after all the trouble you went through to get that stuff situated. This is potentially a very dangerous button. Dave, change to Scrabble Points hash modus. First, you program your modus with a Scrabble Points hash function, adding it to the list. This might be a cool function to use, but it looks like you'll have to empty your Solidex to select it. You're just not going to do that yet. No way. Changing hash function will eject Solidex, are you sure? Check the box, detect collisions. Okay. Take the skateboard. And what is this guy so happy about? What's he looking at up there? You think if you see one more soft, bulbous bottom being like kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, you're gonna fly off the handle. Yeah, me too. Anyway, let's sip. Sweet move. You take the skateboard. Actually, no you don't. A collision has been detected. You take the, wheeled, ride. Man, your inventory's nomenclature is getting lamer by the minute. Dave, captchulog the unplugged power cord. You take the power cord. 5. Wait, no, not going to work. Think of a new word for power cord. You take the battery pack. Damn it. You take the battery pack, using the Y as a consonant. Your Solidex reluctantly accepts. It's a tactic notoriously employed by hashmap noobs, but you just don't care about that now. Besides, it's not like your bro is around to see. I don't get what any of this stuff means. I'm assuming it's just computer talk. Also, something was back there again. It took the nose. Little Cal? Oh, it's him doing it. Okay. Okay, it's the older brother doing it. Alright, I feel less uncomfortable now. Why are you doing this? Smiling your little brother in your room, making a doll move around like this. Dave, search for some mad snacks, yo. Oh, it was just little Cal again. You can never stay mad at him. Anyway, you've got to get this way rude hunger under control. You figure you ought to scope the fridge for some grub. This hunger is so ill-mannered, it would make a room full of snooty dowagers. What does that mean? Dowagers? Commit mass suicide. Alright. Dave, open refrigerator. Oh god, more shitty swords. Of course you knew these were in here. You're not even sure why you looked. If you want to keep any food or beverages in this apartment, you've pretty much got no choice but to hide stuff away in your closet. Dave, take swords. The hell with it. You try to take the entire jumble of unbelievably shitty swords and brace yourself for... Looks like that works, actually. You captured the jumble of unbelievably shitty swords. Were there any, like, particular ones in there? I'm checking. Any I recognize? I can't really tell. It's hard to parse, honestly. Okay. Use ice maker. It's still hot around here. You dispense several cherry bombs. Oh, shit. Wait. Who's that looking at you in the reflection? Where'd the little dude scamper off to this time? Caps log cherry bombs. Oh. Pal says, bro is the teleporting anime rival. Hold up, did the sword pile have Nero's Red Queen in there? I don't know. I don't know what that sword is. Rhea says, Dave's modus works by giving each item a number calculated by the remainder of its vowels, and constants divided by his number of cards. By changing the name, you change the slot. Convoluted. Okay. Convoluted and complicated. Okay. You go for the cherry bombs, unsuccessfully. After mulling it over a bit, you take the red spherical salutes. Take blender. Blender is a pretty simple word, and you can already tell that's not going to work. Instead, you take the whirling blade pitcher. That's really a much better name for it anyways, you think. Jodi, welcome back.
Hello. Welcome me back.
Homestuck called the Buster Sword a shit sword.
Wow, take that, Cloud.
I just wanted you to know that.
I mean, is it okay if I speak a little?
Yeah, of course.
This is coming from, like, what year was this?
2009.
This was definitely in the, oh god, Final Fantasy VII is so overrated time period. So that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Activate garbage disposal. Oh, stuff down Mr. Purple Guy into the garbage disposable. Disposable. Why do I keep saying it like that?
Ooh.
You're still not sure what he's so happy about or what he's looking at up there. See, like, what I'm confused about is, like, Andrew Hussey taking the time to, like, animate and make all these segments that contribute nothing to the story, really. This is just stuff that's happening.
Is it supposed to be like characterization?
There's not really... There's some characterization, but it's, like, already done, kind of? So it's just kind of too much at this point for me. It's just like, it's just happening.
I wonder if it's just like a side effect of it being like a serialized thing.
It could be.
Like, was he putting out, like, how frequently were these pages coming out?
I haven't been paying attention. This one came out on the 6th. The previous one came out also on the 6th. Also on the 6th. Also on the 6th. Also on the 6th.
Interesting.
I don't know. Like, maybe it's filler. I don't know.
Like if it was coming, if each page was a day, I'd say like, okay, he didn't know what else to do. But multiple pages a day makes that not really make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very weird. Andrew Hussey is a very weird person. While you're at it, you dump the contents of the blender, whirling blade pitcher, into the disposal, but you suffered an unfortunate garbage disposal head jam. You notice something in the reflection. Something above you. Dave, look up.
Hello, Dave.
Thank you, Jodi. It's the hatch to the crawl space above your apartment. Bro's always tucking away in there when he's busting out his rad stealth stunts. He's so slick that dangling cord never even jostles. You just know he's being ironic with these weird mind games. There's no way anyone could be serious about aping those shitty movies. You call them the Saw movies shitty as well? I mean, the first one's pretty good. The rest of them are kind of weird. Dave, use the turntables and center blocks to make a fort. Okay.
It's interesting that you say that. Like, Homestuck for me, I'm sorry if I'm talking too much.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Homestuck for me is at this weird intersection of, like, it's something that's in some ways very earnest and something that I associate people who like Homestuck with people who like really like things in a really earnest way.
Yeah.
In a really deep way. But it's also coming from this milieu that's really like ironic and I hate everything.
Yeah. But it's also trying to make fun of that at the same time.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's definitely making fun of the whole ironic shtick.
By the way, take a look.
Yay,
Yeah.
new skirt.
It's not as good as my old one, but whatever. I can't find that one, so this one's
I'm sorry.
It is okay.
Ria says the thing it contributes to the story is being a cool animation. Plus, at this point in the story, the commands were coming from readers submitting these ideas. So these were still commands coming from readers at this point.
That's interesting. Because that wasn't the case for the entirety. Of
Yeah,
Homestuck.
I thought that ended after like Act 1 or something. That makes it make a lot more sense. Puddle says it's a side effect of being directed by a fan submitted actions. I've watched a chat directed roleplay stream of a similar caliber, same energy. Yeah.
If that's the case, I'm surprised it's as focused as it is, honestly.
Yeah, there were sections here where I was like, there's no way this is still like reader submitted, but maybe it's like back and forth. The reader commands stop at Act 4. Wow, okay. Or 5? That's like most of the story, isn't it? Like 6 acts total? Any case, no, how many acts is it? It's a pretty sweet fort you just made, and you're pretty sure your brother would agree. Under different circumstances, you might be high-fiving over it right now. But rather than get inside and take her for a spin, you really just need to use it to get up to that hatch. Yank cord. Act 5 is about a fourth, so like... So there's like 20 acts. It is about time to face your destiny. No going back now. Hello, Dave. Oh, no.
We're gonna play a game.
Oh, no. You should have seen the part earlier, Jodi, where I became very convinced that all these puppets I'm seeing, these like with the asses, are something that Andrew Hussey really wants to fuck. Like, I'm convinced. I'm convinced, genuinely.
I can see it. The author's barely disguised feathers.
That's what I said earlier, yeah. Yeah, there's pretty much no way there wasn't going to be a bunch of puppets in there.
Okay, wait, hold on. Why am I getting this stupid game for you? You're the one who should be wrist deep in puppet ass.
Okay, here's the dialogue we read earlier. Here's the line where it says, an obscenely long, coarse Kermit cock is being dragged across my anguished face. What do you think about that line, Jodi?
Huh. Well then.
The problem is, I'm up to my goddamn neck in fucking puppet dong. I am enrobed in chafing, wriggling, god fucking damned puppet pelvis. How does this make you feel, Jodi? How does that make you feel?
I wasn't listening.
What? I am enrobed in chafing, wriggling, god fucking damned puppet pelvis. Did you listen that time?
No.
What?
I'm not on the stream.
What? What? I said I repeated it for you.
Repeat it one more time. I'll listen this time. No, I won't.
Will you?
No.
Okay, I'm
Yes,
done.
I will actually. I'm joking.
The problem is I am up to my goddamn neck in fucking puppet dong. I am enrobed in chafing, wriggling, god fucking damned puppet pelvis.
Hussey definitely has a very particular voice.
Yes. And it became the Tumblr voice.
It became a very specific kind of Tumblr voice.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay, Pablo says Act 6 gets wild with how padded it seems. For example, Act 6, Act 1, Act 5. What does that mean? Rhea says Homestuck stays focused despite reader submitted prompts purely based on the volume of reader prompts allowing Andrew to just pick funny, useful ones. That is very true. No puddle, triple sub, axe, and key start in Act 6. Act 6. Oh, what? I'm just gonna keep reading. We also are going to end the stream soon. Wow, we have 9 viewers now. Goodness gracious. Bro, roof, now, bring cow. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Dave, bust out the puppet pile like the one. I've seen this shot before, too. Be the other guy. Okay. We're back to June. You are now the other guy. John, take dowels and sheets from bed and make a tent. Okay, maybe here's a good place we can end. We've been going for 3 hours, 16 minutes. Now, wanted to go grocery shopping, and so I was like, I can end it soonish then. Are you still here, Maneo? We'll continue more of this on probably Tuesday, I'm thinking. Manao says, yup. Pedal says, how do you enjoy this story so far? I mean, it's good. Like, I think kind of like what I have been saying is that so I've read Homestuck before. I read it when I was like 14, 15, that age. And like freshman, sophomore year of high school, basically. Cool, man, burpee. I never finished it though because I only read up to the hiatus because there was a hiatus going on, and I never ended up reading the conclusion when it came out. So that'll be new for us when we get there. So I don't remember a lot of this because it was a decade ago, and also my memory is kind of stinky. So far, I'd say the first stream was really good. Second stream, a lot slower and entertaining, and has interesting information. Hey, loser. Fuck you, Zach. That's your compliment. Has interesting, like, the story bits that are there are interesting and engaging. Everything else is just too much. It's just slow, and I don't really care for it. But we'll get through it nonetheless. In any case, though, it is still entertaining. There's still some misogyny, racism, homophobia. That stuff is still happening. We had one of each of those in this stream. And ableism. We had a lot of it. I got the mod to get rid of the slurs, and we still saw the R slur this stream. So I don't know if that was because the word was missed in the mod, or if the mod didn't work, or whatever. We'll find out as I keep reading. We are at page 614. That's what page this is. Let's see. And Homestuck has 8,000 pages, 8,128 pages. So I'm going to do the math again. 8,128 divided by 614. We are now 1/13 of the way through the story. We are now 1/13 of the way through the whole story. This stream series is probably going to be into, like, there's probably going to be around, like, 20-something streams to get through all of Homestuck, by my estimations. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed watching today. Next time we'll continue on what's going on here with June Egbert, where hopefully things pick back up a little bit. I think they will, because it looks like, I mean, there's a lot more stuff going around. I think there's just a lot more stuff happening with June rather than Dave, because Dave is, like, doesn't have anything happening. You know, it's just the, like, looking at puppet stuff. Well, whereas June is kind of the center of attention with all the stuff happening around her. So we'll look at more of that next stream. Probably gonna be streaming some more Homestuck on Tuesday, I think. Probably Tuesday, so only a couple of days. Meanwhile, also, Jodi is gonna be streaming tonight. Are you so?
I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards no right now.
Okay, maybe Jodi will be streaming tonight. Who knows? We'll see. Probably not, but maybe. Look out for an announcement later, whether it's like, hey, here's the stream happening, or Jodi saying like, hey, I'm not streaming tonight. In any case, thank you all so much for watching. You're all wonderful people. I love you so much. If you'd like to support the channel, please consider becoming a member. If you do, get special benefits like emotes, badges, shoutouts, and the ability to join me in a stream and in my Minecraft realm. Currently, my tier 1 grubs are Slavic Does Gotcha, J Hill, and Shiny Werewolf. My tier 2 treat is Pie the Queen of Orange. My tier 3 full tummies are Moopy Star and Nonex. Thank you so much for supporting me. I love you. Otherwise, you can donate through Super Chats or Streamlabs. If you do, it'll go towards my eating of the world's hottest chocolate. And also towards maybe me doing some more webcam face reveals. Otherwise, Blue Sky and Discord server in the description below, and I'll see you in another one. Thank you so much for being here. You're all wonderful people. I love you so much. Oh, goodbye, bye-bye. 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 Goodbye, bye-bye.